All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of our Stay at Home Open Mic presented by the Barbed Open Mic series. My name is Richie Marrufo, and I'll be your host today. And we're back. We've been going consecutive Mondays all the way since last April, since, a whole year. We're almost approaching a whole year. And in that time, we have seen a mighty, mighty impressive community form of online performers, of poets, singer-songwriters, and in particular, these Monday nights get down, and I look forward to it. The last show in particular was so crazy, so wild, so busy. It went 4 hours. So I'm gonna try and be brief right here in this intro. We are located in El Paso, Texas, but of course, since this is online, we're gonna be connecting with people all over the world. We're gonna do some traveling today, and I'll make sure to kind of give a shout out to everyone and where they're joining us from. And as always, I do encourage you guys to support. If you're not already following this whoever performs, a good way to support if you can't purchase their books or material is just by following them online and sharing their stuff. But of course, if you can buy their books, do it. If there's merchandise, T-shirts, all that stuff. Lastly, I do want to let you guys know about our mixtape. This is the last week. The deadline is Friday. If you want to film a poem in 3 to 5 minutes, talking about sharing a poem that has a theme, something to do with film or the world of film, of cinema. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just kick things off. We're gonna start off on the East Coast because it's 2 hours ahead from us. So I know it's kind of later for some people. We're gonna try and get people on. We're gonna start in New York. This individual has been coming out now and it's part of the Monday Night Ritual, and it's the beanie wearing soul sister, aka Deadpan Lizzie. Guys, let's go and welcome her to the stage.
Thanks, Richie. Hey, friends, I have another new shit tonight for the anniversary of COVID. It's called Corona Anniversary. 1 year of learning a new way of life, new languages, adapting to the new normal. For the healthy souls, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones, having the hard conversations, instead of feeling scared, embracing it. Though it may feel like your heart will fall out of your chest into a rough sea beneath the cliff, facing it all will be the healthiest thing you do. Realizing who you want to keep in your life, who you must purge, not feeling guilty about growing in many ways. Some say I've changed too much during this new era we are living through. I have indeed, but I'm happy with these changes, my soul, my body, and my overall being happier. As we reach the 1 year mark, or some are referring to it as the Corona anniversary, remember, if you are scared of the changes I have made, I am continuing to grow, then you can purge me too. Thank you.
Awesome. New stuff. You caught me off guard here. Deadpan Liz, you're just kind of adding names there, huh?
Elemental gave me Deadpan Lizzie, and Advocate gave me the beanie wearing soul sister, and I love each of them.
So now, by that, continuing onward, we're gonna just start piling them on. I like the new beanie, by the way.
Thank you. That
It
came
was
last
very
week.
cool.
Appreciate
Nice,
it.
very nice. Very nice. Cool. So, as always, if people want to find your stuff online who aren't already connected with you, again, I do want to remind that our performers, even though we're all connected, some people might be watching who are seeing you for the first time. So it's always cool, if you want, new fans to find your work, how can they do that?
You can find me on Instagram at es_Strauss. I post about poetry, art, theater, real estate, athletics, all kinds of things. So you can follow me there.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. And it's one of the other cool things about following every. Okay, the spotlight's not changing. It does that sometimes where it lingers, even though I remove the spotlight, it stays there. I don't know. It happens. It's a thing. All right. Yeah. So one of the cool things about following everyone is just seeing what they're working on, and it's a nice way to connect. We always say this, but we've created this web of connections throughout the world through our art, and it's beautiful, and I've said it before, but I look forward to Mondays. So our next performer is someone who's relatively new. In fact, I really enjoyed her performance last time, and these open mics have a lot of functions, and sometimes you gotta let stuff out. And so regardless of where she's coming from, whether it's rage, appreciation, I'm happy to see what she's got. I'm really glad she made it back. We have Carrie Jackson, Carrie in the house, Spokane, Washington. Welcome back. How are you today?
I'm good. And I hope you're good too. And I hope
Excellent.
everyone else is also.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna read some short stuff today. And I write a lot of poems that are just prompted. I use one word prompts because apparently I can't come up with my own ideas. Okay, so the first one is called Ghost. Put away your Ouija board and silence your broken radio. Pack up your thermographic cameras and your EMF meters. Blow out all your candles, drop your hands, break your circle. But most of all, stop typing and take your hands off that keyboard. I'm not reaching out, and I'm never going to answer. The end. It's a little angry. Okay, the second one um, is actually a nice one. It's about where I live, and it's kind of, you can close your eyes and imagine you're looking at a river. The best view of the river is in the ugliest part of the cemetery. Sneak back behind the salmon pink maintenance building where the too tall grass is mangy and full of weeds, and park yourself between a few abandoned headstones. Watch the sunset behind shiny orange clouds with gold edges, and let the warm light imprint melty circles on your retinas until it slips from the sky like a burst egg yolk. Feel the cool wind gust out from under the pine trees on the opposite ridge, and let the breeze blow friendly shadows up from under the pine trees until they land in your hair, dark-winged and nest like birds. Listen to the river rolling from the bowl and pitcher and down through the rapids, and let the river whisper secrets from the aquifer against your ears until they rush into your mouth and fill it with a burble. Walk slowly home through the gray twilight and into the quiet neighborhood, where the stars and porch lamps are all lighting up at once and one by one at the same time. And feel the river running over your bones into the night. Sorry, I messed up the last part of that. It got crazy and I repeated several things. I apologize. Okay. And the last one is kind of just a little joke. The prompt was sling. So here's the poem. I asked my doctor for a full body sling to help me through the hard times, but he told me that's just a hammock. The end. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you. And I feel like we missed the green here. I heard the reference earlier, and I can't see it, but
Oh, it's
there
back
you go.
here.
There you go.
It's almost gone though.
Nice. Are you gonna go back to green, or are you gonna go something else?
It's gonna go back to green. Even though I
Awesome.
did hear that green is like the last color that you go on before you have a mental breakdown or something like that. That's a stereotype, but I think it's
I
cool.
Oh wow, I've not heard that one. Well, we'll be here for you. Okay, so Carrie, do you do your stuff online, like ways in which you can connect or
I
people can
do.
support
I
your work?
haven't updated anything in a long time. So if you go on my social media, be like, this is from like November or something, but I'll put it down.
Yeah, cool.
You can find me on Instagram at Carrie Jackson Yo or at Your Roots Are Showing. One is just my regular one, and one's my poetry one.
Okay.
I'll be angry again next week.
I always like to say, yeah, and not just these, but when I do other open mics, feel free to feel free. Feel yourself. Yeah. So just let it out, and we're here for that. So I'm glad you made it back. We're here every Monday, as always. So thank you, Carrie. I love that Instagram handle. Very cool. Your roots are showing. Clever. Because I don't know. When I think of roots, I think of like your roots like planet deep and growing in trees and stuff. But I know it's also the plant words probably, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Cool. We're going through this in a breeze. Shout out to anyone who's watching on YouTube. By the way, you guys are awesome because you're just here to support. I know we do have a lot of people who tune in and just kind of check out the live stream. You guys, I do appreciate you guys every week. So that's why I want to just say that really quick. And I know if you guys can't make it Monday for the live stream, a lot of you guys do check it out later on during the week or when you have time. So, I just wanted to say that really quick at the beginning of the show while you're probably still watching. So thank you. And as always, you're welcome too. If you have anything you ever want to share, please come by. You try and make it as open of a space for you guys. With that said, though, we're gonna welcome back up someone he's just very friendly with everyone and has really brought a lot of us together. The great connector. I mentioned it's fun following people on social media. It's particularly true with this guy because he's always sharing awesome food posts and his pantitint haikus, the Frankoku. Let's go ahead and welcome our next performer, Hinata Lisimo. Welcome back.
Oh, shalom. Let's see what I got for you today. I'm going to start with, this is a Sanka. It's a Japanese. Oh, am I on?
Yeah,
Richie?
you're on. You're on.
So, I had a poem that has 6 lines to it, and I thought it could be a Japanese form poem, but there's not one that I found that has 6 lines. So I invented my own called the Sanka, which is named after the freeze-dried instant coffee that my grandmother used to drink. So it's 6 lines between 3 and 9 syllables for each line. And when you print it out, it has to be centered because that's the way I want it to be. So this is called the art of agreeing to not disagree. I might agree with something I don't fully understand as long as I can understand that what I'm agreeing with isn't disagreeable. Hey, that could be a mantra, couldn't it? I don't know. I'm gonna do a St. Patrick's Day poem for Wednesday called The Tale of Smiling Molly. When the taters stopped growing in Ireland, Smiling Molly had no option nor no plan. So to America, she boarded a ship, and over there in the saloon, she danced the jigs and earned her room from the drunkard's tips. If she smiled at you, you could dance with her, but you best not smile back, or trouble might incur. Now, one fine day, Smiling Molly was buying living supplies at the store for general merchandise. She looked at a brush with a handle of ebony, quite a splurge for a personal sundry. The brush fell to the floor from her hands, and when she reached to pick it up, her eyes espied the eyes of a well-dressed gentleman. I believe this is yours, and please do pardon my forwardness, ma'am. And from his gentle kindness, Smiling Molly felt a warmth in her heart upon which she didn't plan. A proper courtship did ensue, a fine church wedding a few months soon, a house of the finest wood built by the finest architect. Smiling Molly's harsh past life one could not detect. In her house, she raised 4 smiling girls. After the last did marry, she returned to her island from a very different world. At her husband's side, she cried by her parents' graves, then returned to her America, to a family and life so fine and safe. Now, Smiling Molly was always known to smile. She said her doll once told her, "Girl, a smile don't hurt nobody, so you never has to have a reason why." She told her girls and their children too about her life in Ireland, her ma and da, her 7 brothers, and how a smile could always keep you from feeling blue. Thank you, everyone.
Beautiful, man. I love
Plenty
it.
of brown bread.
What's that?
Eat plenty of brown bread on St. Patrick's Day.
Ah,
Trader Joe's makes a wonderful one. So good.
good tips. Good. I don't even think we have one here.
Oh.
So we're missing out. I know, right? Gasp.
It's a big
Audible
city,
gasp.
too.
Huh?
You're a big city.
Yeah. I mean, am I wrong? I don't know. I just maybe I have not been going out enough. I don't think we had that one yet, but we need one. Okay. Thank you, Hinata Lisimo. That's a crazy looking tomato there behind you.
It was quite delicious.
Yeah, quite delicious. And it's also a nice hat. It's like from the background, if you were looking from far away, I could see it. Anyway, I know you have your social media stuff as well, right? Facebook,
Oh,
Instagram.
yes. Let me go ahead and pop that on the screen. I have 3 features next month that I put up in here. I was also on Trisha's podcast, and I put that information how to connect to that, which is on Spotify, but it's a free thing. So hold on, there we go. So that's a lot of information that you might need or not need. And there we go.
Beautiful.
You can follow me, find me, and maybe attend an event that I'm featuring at. So thank you.
Appreciate it, man. And I can't say enough times how grateful I am in the fact that you've been instrumental, but a lot of people have also been instrumental in helping kind of link a lot of these shows and events together. And some of you guys are doing this every night, and that's wild. I love that. I don't like. It's hard for me, like, emotionally to do that. Like sometimes I'm drained after hearing everything and everyone. And
this has sort of become the after Monday New Year after New Year event. It has.
And I'll tell you what, I'm totally cool with that. Keep spreading the word, and let's keep spreading words. Thank you, Hinata Lisimo.
Of communities is what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Cool. All right, cool. So we're gonna keep going. And in fact, I didn't mention it, but Hinata Lisimo, you guys know, coming from Maine, definitely check out that podcast, Finn Bell's podcast, Fincabulary. Cool stuff. I like this. I like the format. I like the storytelling aspect that you include as well behind your poems. So we're gonna keep going. This is gonna be our first performer from El Paso, our hometown. Actually, that's where I'm coming from right now. I mentioned it probably pre-show, but today is the first time in many months in which I'm not live streaming from home. I'm actually live streaming from my second home, which is my studio here at Power at the Pass. I have a podcast room, where I have all sorts of audio equipment from my live open mics, and I do podcasts out of here. And I'm going to start a video series pretty soon that features a lot of the poets that you see. So if you live in El Paso and you come to these, I'm going to reach out to you in a little bit of time and get some cool videos of you guys performing. But we're going to go ahead and welcome one of those people who I'm looking forward to recording with this week. We have Denise Signs. Denise, back in the house. Denise,
yes, hi,
up?
Richie. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Cool.
I have some new stuff and I have some old stuff, but it's new to you, so I guess it's still new, right?
All right, go for it.
Okay, thank you. But I'd like to start off with a poem that I love. It's by La Crisex. It's not one that I wrote. It's called La Loca de la Raza Cósmica, and it just goes with the theme I've been doing since last Monday. So this is a feminist response to I Am Joaquin, okay? And this one's by La Crisex. For as different as we all may seem, when intricacies are compared, we are all one and the same. Soy la mujer chicana, una maravilla. Soy tan simple como la capirotada, and at the same time, I am as complicated to understand as the Aztec pyramids. Soy la reina de la raza cósmica, al estilo califas. Soy ruca loca, soy mujerona, soy santa, soy madre, soy miss. Soy la India María, soy la Adelita, soy radical, soy la revolucionaria. Soy la chicana en los picket lines. Soy la chicana en los conferences. Soy la chicana en los teatros. Soy la que echa chingazos por su raza. Soy el grito, Chicano power. Soy United Farm Worker buttons. Soy la Mexican flag. Soy la madre y el esclavo de mi padre, de mi hermano, de mi esposo. Soy la comida en la mesa cuando llegan del jale. Soy la que calienta los TV dinners. Soy tamales at Christmas time. Soy lovemaker to my main man. Soy dreamer. Soy streetwalker. Soy la good woman. Soy la que mi carnal hace rape. Soy shacking up. Soy staying at home until I'm married or dead. Soy dumping my old man even though I'm pregnant with his child. Soy getting married in Reno with kids at home. Soy mother of 12, married at 14. Soy staying together for the kids' sake. Soy la que se chinga para mantener a su familia. Soy Marianismo, living to love and support my husband and to nurture and teach my children. Soy la battered wife. Soy la dropout. Soy the first in my family to graduate from high school. Soy la directora. Soy la poverty pimp. Soy thank you en vez de thank you. Soy choose en vez de shoes. Soy refinada, educated in assimilated, anglicized private institutions. Soy la carnicería. Soy Silicon Valley. Soy los fields. Soy el unemployment. Soy el welfare. Soy la Avon lady. Soy la que va a visitar al pinto. Soy la que piensa que un pinto is a bean. Soy la political prisoner. Soy Saturday nights in a drunk tank. Soy juvenile hall. Soy weekender at Elmwood. Soy la que mandan a la frontera de California Women's Institute. Soy la que tiene probation officer. Soy the AA. Soy the methadone clinic. Soy begin under psychiatric care. Soy finding strength from within, my Chicana soul. Soy someone who understands. Soy dope pusher. Soy straight. Soy preaching and not listening to what I say. Soy el catechism. Soy el holy roller. Soy la única que puede levantar for church on Sundays. Soy wondering if there is a God. Soy la Virgen de Guadalupe. Soy la low rider. Soy la cruiser en su Monte Carlo. Soy un 10-speed or walking. Soy el Joseph Magnans. Soy el Kmart. Soy el Goodwill. Soy styling. Soy wearing tire sandals con zarapes. Soy concerts cuando ando bien loca. Soy el disco, el Starlight y el Palomar. Soy el Hilton. Soy the Texas Inn. Soy the Knights of Columbus. Soy bragging about a good vato. Soy echándole a él y su mendiga madre. Soy stepping out on my old man. Soy being true. So going out with my brother as chaperone. Soy la que vive con double standards. My old man has a lover, but I'd be out on the streets if I had one. Soy la community organizer. Soy not being able to get involved because my husband or father won't let me go out at night. Soy la madre que la echa madres al principal. Soy thinking my children's teachers are his second parents. Soy alcohólica. Soy social drinker. Soy marihuana. Soy junkie. Soy straight. Soy la natural high y qué. Soy blue sniffer. Soy white, red, or yellow pills. Soy crystal. Soy el grito de mariachi. Soy salsa. Soy oldies but goodies. Soy Freddie Fender. Soy Little Joe. Soy Vicente Fernández. Soy la Vicky Carr. Soy versos de la Santa Biblia. Soy True Confessions, Playgirl or Viva. Soy novelas de amor. Soy literatura revolucionaria. Soy never reading at all. Soy spray painting on the wall. Soy ojos negros y piel canela. Soy dyeing my hair a flaming red or yellow. Soy mexicana. Soy Mexican American. Soy American of Spanish surname. Soy Latina. Soy puertorriquesa. Soy coconut. Soy Chicana. Soy achieving a higher status en la causa de la mujer y del hombre chicano. Con mucho cariño dedico estos a las locas de la raza cósmica. Y si no te puedes ver aquí, hermana, solo te puedo decir dispensa. Thank you. That's my first.
Yeah,
It's not
right on. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's an unmute.
Yes, I love that one. Okay.
That was powerful.
And then this one is one I wrote a while ago. It's called Stupid Unfinished Rhyme. It's short. Fuck your misconceptions of my reality. I'm the one treading this course with full-blown anxiety. I swerve through oncoming traffic, oblivious to the needs of your so-called humanity. I'd rather piss on your ideals and shit on your morality. I'd rather feel the impact of my self-contained rage on your body, taking out all the bitterness that weakens me, yearning for the warmth of human blood so selfishly. My conscience encased by my ego so maliciously. I have paid my own road over the remains of the godly. Fuck your empathy, your sympathy. I'd rather see your corpse dragging behind me, hitting passerby so effortlessly. Watching it all crumble and die with reverent beauty, I smile and cry as it all begins to die. Death and destruction is the only way to make my heart fly. Say what you may about this ghastly demise. It's my dream and my wish to see it all disappear in a blink of an eye. Okay, and then one last short one. Okay. I'm ignored because people think I'm confused. They want me to choose between loving women and men, but they don't understand that I love much more than them. I love androgyny and queer queens and kings. They are my royalty. I love the world, not just one part or the other. I can make love to you in a way a man never could. I could let you make love to me in a way a woman never would. I can be the top or the bottom. I can grasp 2 or 3 at a time because there's enough of me to go around. I am bisexual in a heterosexual relationship. I am still queer. I'm a mother of 2 children. I am still queer. I'm in touch with my femininity, and I am still queer. I'm in touch with my masculinity. I am still queer. I ride the tides that flow through gender. With flowers and whiskey, lipstick and cigars, I am still queer. Thank you.
Damn. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, that was dope.
Wow.
Man,
Speechless.
lots to dig in there. I love that.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yo, you ready to record? You get ready to record on Thursday? Hell yeah.
Yes, I am. I just have to choose which one, and I still can't choose. But
That is hard. That's a really hard one.
yeah.
Let's put it up to vote. Anyway, so again, for people maybe who aren't familiar with your work or want to follow more, maybe who are watching on YouTube, how can they do that, Denise?
If you, my name's right here in the corner. I'm pretty sure you guys could see it on the YouTube channel. It says Denise Science, and that's where you find me on Facebook. It's over here. There we go, right there. But yeah, that's where you find me, and you can message me, and I'll give you guys my Instagram if you want it.
Awesome. Now I have to ask: Are you allowed to kind of give out the name of your upcoming chapbook, or is that a secret as well?
It's not that it's a secret; it's that I haven't decided.
Oh yeah, okay. That's
So I'll be
that's a good
honest.
excuse. I like it. Oh, cool. Well, can't wait. And that's happening once again. What day? Saturday.
This Saturday is going to be. Is it this Saturday that's going to be the? I know this Saturday on the 19th, there's Marissa's hosting an erotic poetry night. Oh, that's Friday. And yes, on the
Friday.
20th would be the cutting ribbon.
There
Yes.
you go.
I had to look at the calendar.
Yeah, my bad. I put you on the spot. I'm like, can you
It's
promote
okay.
that thing?
I'm not ready for questions.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about it. Thank you, Denise. As always, lots of love. Thank you. Let me see. And it's doing that thing where it doesn't spotlight right away. Anyway, man, Denise's poems always like hit me, like knock me back, and I kind of have to like sit there for a little bit and just kind of feel them. So I'm always happy that you get to make it too when you can, Denise. Yeah, check it out this Saturday, red or green. I'm excited for like that lineup. Very cool. So many people who you can catch tonight at this open mic or in past open mics. And so we're gonna go ahead and keep the list going. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and go to from El Paso to Colorado, where I know Mike Sindler is in the house. And Mike, welcome back. How are you doing today?
Hey, welcome from the land of 2.5 feet of snow. I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. I'm going to do this first one. Is one I wrote for a woman in a writing class. It's a sonnet called Escaped for Bailey. She speaks of pain that he inflicted, purple bruises, reminders left behind. To both love and fear she was addicted, belittlements, scars that lace her wounded mind. Clutching at hope in desperate silence, frayed nerves unraveled by denigration, making excuses for outbursts of violence, accustomed to cruel humiliation. She lets her anger run free on the page, expresses thoughts she otherwise would hide, safe environment to release her rage, pours out resentment bottled up inside. She planned and worked for a better future, and now she's escaped from her abuser, which was a very, very brave thing for her to do, and was a great thing. And I'm just going to do a little short one, seeing how, like I say, it snowed like crazy here. So this is a little one about snow in the mountains called Time of the Snow. Rage roars within the rocky core and twists the mesa with the winds, wilder than a lover scorned. Snow swirls, obscures as it descends. What seemed solid, placid, fair, now howls with echoes from the plain. Peaks capped in white lace wisps of hair whisper with pangs of shearing pain into this valley, one golden fall with no regard for winter's coming. We gave our best, the land took all. Now crystal drifts leave desire numbing. And from the snow, I'm going to go to the moon. This is called Tides. The moon is a puffed face, craggy surface pocked with gray acne scars. It frowns at the earth, not knowing its own beauty, not knowing lovers see only its shining silver surface, pushed by its gravity into embraces, faces flushed pink, suspended in close orbit around synchronous hearts. The moon looks down, jealous of lovers, longing to kiss the earth, showing its better half, shrouding the other. Holding back, it pulls with its wont tides of planetary desire. And I don't really have a suitable hat, so I'm going to put on the closest suitable thing for my cover poem, seeing how it is the 15th of March. This is the title cut from the great Iggy Pop's American Caesar. People of America, I bring you a great army to preserve peace in our empire. Throw them to the lions. Darling, let us go to the banquet hall. There will be a great feast tonight. Who are these Christians? What is this strange religion? I've heard it said they turn the other cheek. Ha, 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 ha. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Thumbs down. 10 pieces of gold for every man. Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! Grapes from Sicily, silks from Asia Minor, all the tea in China. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Who are these Christians? Turn the other cheek. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. 2 thumbs down. The Christians are restless. Why not let them worship their God? No one believes in the old gods. How tiresome attending the rituals, paying lip service to the portents, burning incense at their shrine. No one believes in the old gods. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Throw them to the lions. Ha 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 ha. The Roman Empire, the glory of Rome. Hail, all hail. Caesar, Caesar, beware the Ides of March. Who is this man? Caesar, he is but a soothsayer. He is old and his brain is addled. Pay him no mind. Throw him to the lions. Ha 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 ha. Hail Caesar, Emperor of Rome. Hail Caesar. Caesar, Caesar, beware the Ides of March. Hey, who is this man? Caesar, he is but an old soothsayer, addled in his brain, pay him no mind. Throw him to the lions. Ha 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 ha. Throw him to the lions. No one believes in the old God. The empire is tired. Caesar will rest now. We depart from my chambers. Come, darling. Yes, Caesar. Caesar will rest now. Hail Rome. Hail Caesar. Hail, put him in the fiery pit. Ha, 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 ha.
Yo, that was awesome, man. I loved it. I loved it with the Darth Vader mask and everything. Make some noise, yeah. I feel like this should be a thing from now on. Yeah, the voices, the laugh, it killed it. I loved it. I love it. Darth Vato in the house. I always like to call him
Yeah,
that.
Masterberg, baby.
Awesome, man.
Yes.
So, you want to give a shout out to anything going on right now at Lighthouse?
I am going to give a shout out to lighthousewriters.org here. And just this Friday coming up is the Writing in Color, which is a monthly thing for writers of color. And also on a monthly basis, it was last week, but it'll be coming back around. They also have the queer creatives for the LGBT community, and there's loads of other. Both of those are free, and there's other free events and things like that. There's some happy hour readings coming up with some pretty major writers. I know. Well, I can't think of her name right now, but yeah, those are also coming up on Fridays, and there are courses, 4-week and 8-week and 1-day workshops and 1-hour workshops, all kinds of good stuff. So if you just click on that, or you just go to lighthousewriters.org, you'll find all kinds of neat stuff. So thank you all very much.
All right. Right on, Mike. Thank you. Gotta get on that clickety clack. All right, cool. Man, I'm still vibing on that Darth Vader mask. I'm kind of envious. I kind of wish I had one here in the studio. I gotta look for props.
I found it in my lobby of the building.
Nice. I definitely have some lightsabers, but not here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, Mike. That was cool, man. We're actually gonna go ahead and continue. We're gonna introduce someone brand new to this open mic. I don't think they've performed at any of the online open mics anywhere. And I know this because this is personally a homie of mine, a really good friend. We probably met over a decade ago in El Paso. I believe we just like at a random party. And, we've been kicking it since we were roommates for a while. We were actually on a poetry slam team together. Once upon a time when El Paso had a poetry slam team. And I remember we went to Albuquerque and we did some group poems. We wrote ours the night before since we were roommates, and we killed it. There's a poem called Shenanigans. He signed up. He's in Austin right now, Austin, Texas. And he signed up to do poetry, but I think he messaged me that he's going to switch it up and do some comedy. So we have Adam Martinez in the house. Mr. Adam, welcome, my friend. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Is your name still rocking on there?
No, I think I changed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Adam, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, doing good, man. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, Austin was the epicenter of the snowpocalypse like about a month ago. So, look forward to my upcoming memoir about that. Texas Blackout, How I Survived America's Greatest Blunder. It'll be full of anecdotes of my time surviving, But it's, we're a first world country, and all of a sudden, we're at our wits' end. So it was interesting. But yeah, hey, I'm Adam, and I'm from Texas. If y'all didn't figure that out, I grew up actually in Austin. Moved to El Paso for a little bit. That's where I met Richie. But every time I'd come back to Austin and being here now, it's a lot different, from when I remember growing up. I mean, Austin has definitely grown. It's a great city. I mean, there's many reasons to live in Austin. It's the live music capital of the world. There's a world-class university. Beautiful spaces and watering holes, great food and lots of well-meaning white people. I was amazed when I came back at how many per square mile, how many well-meaning white people there were in Austin. Lots of them. And I bet you're saying, well, come on, Adam. There are well-meaning white people everywhere. Sure, but have you seen the changes made in Austin? I mean, I don't know if you've been there or lived there. It's growing. There's one word. It's called gentrification. Right? That's when rich white people move into black and brown neighborhoods and open cat cafes. It happens everywhere, but because white people, want the respect and credibility that comes from white people, comes from other white people by living in a more authentic neighborhood, and by being exposed to true culture. I can imagine a white couple's conversation about moving into the hood. Honey, I think our lives need a little flavor. Well, what do you mean? Well, I was talking to Shad yesterday, one who spells it with an S, and he was thinking about buying property in the Cesar Chavez neighborhood, near a tire shop. Oh no! Don't people buy drugs, piñatas, and drug-filled piñatas around there? Like, why on earth would we want to move there? He says it's a burgeoning neighborhood, and that the culture is so unreal. It's real. Oh, well, I do like taco-ritos and margaritas. And maybe I'll get that raise at work because I will be so cultured. We are going to live in one of those small houses, are we? Oh, heck no, honey. We'll knock it down and build an unnecessary 3-storied house that towers over the neighbors' homes. They will look up at us and want to be us. Is there a cafe I can bring Mr. Wiggles in with me? Not yet. So there are definite signs that your neighborhood is being gentrified. All right, here are a few signs. There are weird fucking shops that sell unlike items, like an art store that's also a sex shop, or a vegan tacos, right? Or there's a piece of like art or something that used to be part of this building that is on display this somewhere, or is part of the new name of this like bar or restaurant, right? The homeless guy on the street is picky about craft beer. He don't want that, Lone Star shit, and uses an QR code to take donations. You've seen it. The neighborhood strip club gets turned into a dog park. It gets raised, or the building becomes a cat cafe. Either way, there's pussy there. All the drug dealers are shady white dudes from Cali or Colorado. It's just a matter of fact. That's where I get my drugs from. But I always wish there was just like some sort of like a barrio superhero, who's like a mainstay of the neighborhood to fight the gentrification. I can see the trailer now. In a world where Chicano rocket scientists are seen as cheap labor. Thank you for the opportunity. I always wanted to be a rocket scientist for NASA. Well, yes, you're going to need to mop the floor, scrub the toilets, and wear this jetpack while you do it. This is a vacuum cleaner. And one man will rise up to fight for what is right. I'm going to rise up and fight for what is right. coming soon. Prepare for the most awesomest movie you will ever see, ever. Full of action. The library is children. And drama. Mamá, míralo, Mamá, pero the people need me. Ya sé, pero sí, mamá. Sí. No. Sí, claro, te amo. Drama! With Christopher Walken as the man, the misunderstood evil bad guy, out to destroy our hero. Yes, I'm the man, but I'm not much of a bad guy. I'm just overwhelmed by the negative feelings for you. I'm gonna have to put you down now. With narration by Morgan Freeman. He was fighting for the community, but I wish I could tell you he fought the good fight, and the man let him be. I wish I could tell you that, but he was surrounded by business types that wanted to gentrify this neighborhood. He was just another Chicano rocket scientist with a jetpack until he became a hero for the people. I love beans. They give me the strength I need to fight matones every day, and they keep me fit, lean, and mean. Frijoles got my back when I'm called a mojado, because without beans, I wouldn't have the power to be keen and battle the machines that tell me that beans are only for Mexicans. Yo soy frijolero, and I'll wear that con mucho orgullo, porque mis acciones will always speak louder than words, especially after I had a couple bowls of Mama's pintos con queso fresco. I'll eat them refried, black or green. You can even put it in a soda for me. Shit, I love beans. Beans, 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 beans. De veras, y'all. Me encanta frijoles. He is el frijolero. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, man. Dig it, man.
That was
That was gold.
so
I
good.
liked it.
Oh man, I miss living with you, dude. Wild. Yeah, that's right, man. So what you got working on? Like, so people want to connect with you, and like, I know you're doing theater over there in Austin, right? Too, right? Like improv.
Yeah, dude. I mean, doing theater for a while until I got all locked down. You know, like the Austin theater community was a big driving community until COVID shut it all down. So, but you know, it's been adapting. So there's a lot of shows online that people can check out. You know, if you're in Austin and you know, or interested in what comes out, it's a lot of great stuff. Currently, I'm working with Generic Ensemble Company, just working on the future of their season and what that looks like. But yeah, I mean, you know, once this whole like I was getting my start in the comedy scene here in Austin when everything started, you know. So you know, I was doing like open mics at Cap City Comedy Club on Sundays, and it just fucking, you know, once got shut down, you know. So you know, I've kind of been like also like doing this in front of like a blank wall or a void in front of a camera, you know. So it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I feel you, man. We're trying to make it work, you know. You're coming into this online scene too late, man. We've been doing this for a year, all over the world.
I know, man.
So
Hey, man, he's here now. That's all that matters.
for sure, man. Stick around and check out some of the community.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Appreciate it, dude.
This is
yeah,
fun.
man.
Thank you for listening.
Awesome, dude. Thank you, Adam. And yeah, drop any.
Great.
There you go. Yeah, drop any relevant links in the chat, man, so people can check some of the things you mentioned out. And yeah, I always have good memories of doing the Poetry Slam team and doing our group poem one of the cool ones. We'll have to like review it again. But
Yeah,
thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
we're gonna have to do shenanigans. Let's do it.
Shenanigans, based on real events. Anyway, let's go and keep it moving. Yeah, and Adam, if you can't stick around, like we've created a whole community where we got people from all over the world joining us and all over the U.S. and everyone. Like, there's a bunch of great events to check out. In fact, our next performer was recently featured at an awesome event called Put It in the Chat. He has his own book out that you can order online, and he's been featured as well, I believe, on Fincabulary and on Finn Bell's stuff projects. So I'm very happy. I think he's still here. Let's go ahead and welcome Umesh to the stage, joining us from India. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Hello.
Richie, how are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks, man.
Good. So here we go. What people say haunted me. Sword dangling on my head. Every moment, bloodless death. Thoughts controlled by the unknown. Actions crippled by the anonymous. I revolted, rejecting them. Still they tried to hijack my thoughts. Troubled, tortured, still determined, my friends, to die only once. To die only once. That was the first one. Roads empty, fresh air, mind free, soul unburdened, eyes filled with hope, heart with love, simple dream and goal, to declutter soul, complex mind, complicate life, suffer lifelong, to sing this plain song. Whatever happens, come along. Let's sing our song before we are long gone. Let's sing our song before we are long gone. And this is the last one. I smiled, laughed a lot, so they banished me. And solitude embraced me. I ignored needless conflict, got branded as coward. Fearless me embraced my love. They laughed at my work. I built a legacy. They tried to kill me. They tried to kill my dream. Here I am, living in my dream. Here I am, living in my dream. Thank you.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And another, as we would like to say, another fresh sesh from Umesh.
Thanks.
Dig it, man. I like go for it.
Yeah, you can follow me on Unmesh Mohitkar Instagram, Unmesh Mohitkar Facebook, Mohitkar Unmesh Twitter, and I've got a book, Light Shadow Life on Amazon, doing very well, and that is very, very close to my heart. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, man, lovely. You I like it. You had it down. You're like, you know what? I'm not even gonna let you ask. I'm just gonna start throwing all the info down. So if you're not following them, you definitely could check it out and get a copy of that book. You know, once maybe that stimulus check hits, you can go buy everyone's books. You know what I'm saying? But I just really want to say, man, I really do appreciate getting to just sit back and enjoy the performance of your work, the vocalization, the embodiment. The way you draw it out, much appreciation, you know, and I've said it many times, and it's been a while, I think, but you guys give me so much like light and hope, you know, during these dark times. So it's freaking nice being here and getting to listen to you guys. We're all in the front row. I dig it. So we're gonna go ahead and that was awesome, Umesh. We're gonna go ahead and go to Nick. Now, Nick's joining us from New Jersey, and I think you said you were going to do one of your poems for the Cinemic tonight. Is this correct?
Correct. Yes, it's ready. It's ready for it. So what we'll do is we're going to do that one for the last one. All right.
Okay. Yeah, man.
So I got 3 pieces for y'all. First one is a short haiku that is new. It's been 1 year since you've been murdered by police, still seeking justice. This next one is a new one that I made too as well. This one's called I'm Taking You to Church. Welcome to the Church of Poeminality. We accept everyone, unless you are an oppressor or you have any of these diseases, but not limited to xenophobia, racism, homophobia, and any other hatred of our human race. We have services available to rehab these behaviors. If you or any members are inflicting any harm, you will be booted faster than Des Bryant throwing up the X. We don't do communion here. Community is enough. The matrimony is to poetry. Our columns have poetry all over them. Our scriptures are poetry slams. Our hymns are free verses. Our windows are stained glass of poets of the past and present. Our scaffolding states you are worth it. Confessions are our work. It's all we need. The debts to be paid are $10 per month, and to yourself. You do owe yourself love and to properly tell your story. If you cannot pay, we will work with you. Anyone can attend the Church of Poeminality. Just be brave, be vulnerable, do not be hateful, and more importantly, be yourself. We look forward to having you here. And if you are new here, then we all say, I'm taking you to church. The church isn't a building, though. It's every open mic you ever been to. All right. So this is the last one for the for your mixtape. This one's called A Conversation with Obi-Wan. May the fourth be with you, Obi-Wan. No, Nick. You mean the force be with you. May the fourth be with you. Nick, it's the force. Stop saying that. May the fourth be with you. Nick, what surrounds the Jedi? The force. So we say the force. It's may the force be with you. May the fourth be with you, Obi-Wan. Ashoka, you too? Yeah, it's May the fourth. May the fourth be with you. Hello there, General Kenobi. That was for Nick. Hi, Nick. May the fourth be with you, General Kenobi. Oh, wait. I meant to say Grievous. Sorry. May the fourth be with you. Come on. Count Dooku too now? Yeah, we even got Mace, Lando, and Han Solo to say that. Even Princess Leia too. Is it just for the day? Yes. Fine. May the fourth be with you. Yay! Hooray! You seriously need to lighten up, Obi-Wan. That's it.
Nice, man. I love the voices. Hell yeah. I can't wait to feature that. Awesome, man. As always, also, if you'd like to share your info, man, people can follow online and all that.
You can follow me at the real Nick P. That's spelled TheRealNickP. I'm working on a few things, so I'm gonna be coming out very soon. You know, you'll hear from me very soon and everything. And Richie, also one more thing. You have that dope background that I gave you. This is one of my other dope backgrounds that I got too as well. And it's a different one too as well from the one that I gave you.
Oh yeah, that's a cool angle too. I was like, all right, I see it now. I see it. I'm gonna have to steal it later.
It's a tinted angle. I took this one when I was at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park. This was my friend's band actually that they're performing at. And the picture came out really, really good. And I'm like, I like the lighting, how it came out and everything. I'm not going to use this because like I like the other one that I had that I gave you, but this one I like a lot because it has a special place in my heart there. This was from when I was down there and I saw them a couple years back and everything. It was really cool. But thanks for having me, Richie, and everything.
Dude, for sure. I really appreciate when you guys do that, when you guys add stuff to your green screens and there's a story behind it, like it's always kind of fun. No green screen for me today. Like if you guys see in the past, I usually have this background, but it's a picture of this background, and so it's actually really cool to be here for real. Bongos. Speaking of bongos and the way the song goes, that was Nick Paleologos, and that's how his flow goes. I don't know why I'm freestyling right now, but what do we got up next? We're going from Nick to we're gonna go to L.A., Los Angeles. We have Abraham Kamani in the house, and I believe you mentioned you had a film-related poem too. So either way, man, take it away. Take it away. Do your thing, man.
Yeah. So I got two pieces. This one is a little bit longer, so I'm gonna do the film one first. I wrote it about 5 years ago, actually, and I wrote it during Black History Month back in February of 2016. So this is called Royal Soldiers. And I use a lot of movie titles in reference to this piece, so it's like a historical fiction. One Friday in Black August, I heard the Panthers sharing tales from the hood about a menace to society who has been up to no good. Huey said, in the middle of rush hour, the devil in a blue dress pulls us over with intent to make an arrest. If we do the right thing and fight the power, our bodies will be full of gunpowder. 12 angry white men will convince the judge to hog tie our hands and feet tightly with cuffs, calling us bad boys in the hood and giving us 3 strikes before handing out a maximum sentence of life. Because the men in black are enemies of the state, the judge said we will spend more than 12 years as a slave. After convicting us of being revolutionaries with dangerous minds, the Terminator vowed to shoot us dead with his lethal weapon, cyanide. I overheard the hurricane saying, regardless if we're guilty or innocent, Black lives don't matter to the man because it's all about the Benjamins. The overseers get paid in full with dead presidents to commit 187s on Black people, whether or not we're convicted felons. White men can't jump above the rim, but they fly above the law on the rings of a Black crow named Jim. So long as the cops are wrapping their arms around our necks, Django refuses to celebrate Independence Day in the Wild Wild West. The next Friday, I attended the University of Higher Learning in South Central, armed to the teeth with papers and pencils to take copious notes throughout the lecture given to the class by the nutty professor, who used to work in the big house as the butler, but now teaches a course on the white man's burden with colors. In room 42, Jackie Robinson documented a film on Black sports history, showing Jesse running past Hitler in the race for victory. 2 years later, Joe and Max fought again in the ring. After losing the first time, the brown bomber beat Schmeling. But it was Ali who proved to be the greatest heavyweight champ in a world full of racists. In the wood, the brothers from Sunset Park talked about love and basketball, vowing to celebrate Black sports legends winter, spring, summer, and fall. Before taking a moment of silence, Coach Carter encouraged his players to remember the Titans. Afterward, I made plans with John and Jane to get on the bus and take a road trip down memory lane. In Harlem, I went to a few house parties, ate some soul food, and then attended a rally led by Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X spoke eloquently about building a Black nation, while Dr. King marched from DC to Selma, protesting racism and discrimination. Thurgood Marshall argued that Black schools were separate and unequal, as a lawyer for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Though this future Supreme Court judge was one of the great debaters, Ruby Bridges and the Little Rock Nine were among the trailblazers who kept their eyes on the prize and never fell off track, making brothers like me proud to be educated and Black. On the Friday after next, I would get on up the night train and ride along the Gloria Express with the Tuskegee Airmen and Major Payne, to honor Black royal soldiers who risked their lives to jump the hurdles of institutional racism with brave hearts dressed in the color purple. And I got one more piece. This one is shorter. And actually I performed it tonight and I wrote it just a few days ago. If you're a fan of Oldies music like I am, you will know a lot of the references to the song titles. It's called A Love Affair with the Oldies. It may be just my imagination running away with me, but when we are up on the roof or under the boardwalk in the midnight hour, you really got a hold on me. Feeling your hips swaying to an unchained melody as I kiss your voluptuous cherry lips, swallow every ounce of your love potion number 9 you squirt into my mouth. For your precious love tastes so good, it makes me twist and shout your name. Oh, Maybelline, oh, Lucille, oh, long, tall Sally, oh, sweet Caroline, oh, Diane, oh, Gloria, how sweet it is to be loved by you. And I'll be doggone if this ain't nothing like the real thing, my sugar pie honey bunch. So get ready to bring it on home to me in my brick house on Blueberry Hill, because baby, I need your loving. I can't get enough of your love, baby. When you play with my ding-a-ling while riding along in my automobile, cruising at a speed of 25 miles per hour on our way to pick up a rose in Spanish Harlem. For just the two of us sitting on the dock of the bay, watching red sails in the sunset. Before leaving on a midnight train to Georgia, my gypsy woman began to lean on me, tightly holding these arms of mine, and tells me, since I fell for you, I have been so much in love. And though I'm so proud of being loved by you, there is a confession I have to make. While you were working in the coal mine, I have been sleeping with Johnny B. Good. My response was, I know, Angel Baby. I heard it through the grapevine. But you are not the only one with 2 lovers. See, while I was on stage serenading you with Let's Stay Together and How I Only Have Eyes for You, backstage, me and Mrs. Jones were giving each other sexual healing. That's right. While you were auditioning to play Devil in the Blue Dress, I was starring in The Big Payback. But to be honest with you, I cannot say I feel good after exacting revenge, especially after looking into your pretty little angel eyes as you say sincerely from your heart, I'm sorry. But now that the score has been settled, how about I propose to you, my earth angel? Let's perform a duet of songs like Reunited and It Feels So Good when I have you back in my arms again, begging to please, please, please stand by me for this magic moment in the still of the night and save the last dance for me in the land of 1,000 dances. That's the end pieces.
Oh man, Abraham, that's I didn't know it was possible to get so many songs stuck in your head at once, but it's happening. They're swirling, so I'm like, okay, I love it. Yo, much
That's
love,
what
man.
happens when you listen to oldies your whole life.
You know what? Oldies are special to me. I grew up listening to them because of my parents, and like I don't know how it is everywhere else, but like Sunday oldies is such a thing where it's just I don't know. I love getting to. They mean so much to me, but I appreciate it. Man.
I am an oldie. I am an oldie but goodie myself.
Oldie but goodie. Yes, that's right. UBC.
Mine was actually close, man. It was actually 65 songs that I included in this piece, but you were close, man.
Yeah, I remember almost all of them from when I heard them when they first came out.
That was awesome, man. So how can we connect with you online, man? People are seeing you for the first time and all that.
I'm on Instagram at Poetically Incorrect 562 and also on Facebook at Poetically Incorrect. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate this platform. This is my 3rd time here, man, and I love every Monday being here.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm always happy when you guys perform and then come back. You know, we didn't scare you away or anything, because the more we're always here, like it's just cool to see how people develop and work on new things, and like just to see everyone's different styles. I think that's one of the treats. You know, everyone has a different voice and a flow and a style, and it's a treat to be able to experience it all, like acoustically and just the feels and emotions involved with it. So thank you, Abraham, once again.
Thank
and
you.
I think for the show, we're actually gonna stick around in the LA area, and we're gonna go ahead and as you guys, if you know, you know, because class is now in session, guys. Next up, we have Tesosomok. Welcome back, Tesosomok. How are you today? I'm looking for you here on the video chat thing. The video chat thing. Language, huh? I'm supposed to be good at it.
Trying to enable my microphone.
All right. Hey, welcome back.
Good. How you been, Richie?
Excellent. Enjoying just another Monday with you guys. Cheers.
I see you're the new Phil Spector of the industry.
Man, that one went over my head.
Music producer.
Trying.
Killer. Anyway, I'm gonna do this one piece. So there's a backstory to this. I've been trying to write a piece on cancel culture, and I started, and then I this is like my second poem that comes out of this, but like the one that I started out with one direction. I can't seem to get a cancel culture poem out, but we'll work on this one. This one's titled Offensive Historical Instances of Injustice Part 2. Beware splashy corporate gestures when they leave existing power structures intact. Helen Lewis. Linger in the largesse of the days of the fairness doctrine, long abandoned in 1987, a Reagan-esque betrayal to the grounded facts, and unmitigated mutual destruction of contrasting viewpoints. Today's streams of novel news don't tirelessly trickle through tentacle editorial boards of FCC licensed institutions, where once upon a time they were throttled via the licensure of the state. The management merchants continuously contrived through the courts, and even as late as 1969, the Supreme Court ruled unanimously for the fairness doctrine. Contrary to the contritionists, it was not only constitutional, but essential to democracy. The funny little Peter Patter politicians on August 5th, 1987, under FCC Chairman Dennis R. Patrick, abolished the doctrine by a 4-0 vote. Chairman Patrick said, "We need to extend to the electronic press the same First Amendment guarantees that the print media have enjoyed since our country's inception." Ergo, ipso facto, fairness was thrown to the gashes of crippling competition. The dynastic domestication of war readily renders it into a liberalism that seeks to depoliticize and neutralize all potential sources of enmity, conflict, by turning the enemy from the viewpoint of economics into a competitor, and from the intellectual perspective into a debating dilettante adversary. The castration of warring factions is dissipated by perpetual competition and perpetual parley. After 1987 repeal of the fairness doctrine, it enabled the rise of talk radio, what has become known as hate talk radio, the vitriolic, unfiltered, divisive, and/or viciousness of the alt-right that has landed us in the realm of ungrounded lies. Limbaugh, from his earliest days on the air, trafficked in conspiracy theories, divisiveness, even viciousness. Prior to 1987, people were pulled off for using much less controversial verbiage for violations of the fairness doctrine. The neoliberal competition that Republicans got expressed by the stations selling the remaining commercial time to local advertisers. Carl Schmitt closes us off. If economics is to lead to social harmony, the maximization of wealth through the free economic competition of individuals, from freedom of contract, freedom of trade, free enterprise, the general liberal principle, will the truth be found through an unrestrained clash of opinion, and that competition will produce harmony. Corruption and falsehood are supposedly dissolved by exposing all political life to the light of reason, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and parliamentary immunities mean freedom of opinion and liberal thought, and are intrinsic to a system based on competition of opinions, in which the best opinion wins. Clearly, this essentialist belief has failed. End of poem.
Ooh, preach, man.
Right on, man.
Every word. Yeah.
All right, man. Awesome. Thank you. I was looking for my flute. I was gonna serenade you in, but maybe next time. I'll save it for Dan. Later at the end of the show. Thank you. So what you got going on? I know you got Pandemic Poets on Facebook. What else? What can you promote right now?
Also, I believe that we're honing down some concrete times. Let me pull up my drop sheet of where people can find me. So people can find me on Gaseous 2019 and then on Facebook under Pandemic Poets. We got a lot of stuff going on. I've been doing 2 open mics. One where in June, where we're gonna connect with some indigenous poets from Central Mexico, and we're gonna do a trilingual open mic. And then in the north, we're gonna do pochos. So pochos are Mexicans who are born in the US. So they're not liked here nor liked in Mexico. So you're kind of caught in linguistic, cultural limbo. And so it's gonna be an interesting exchange. So that's coming together. And then hopefully in May, I'll have another, May or August, I'll have another in LA through the Los Angeles Poet Society. We'll do another Nahuatl poet exchange, try to bring up some more indigenous voices, and then really bring up some of those poets. I wanted to highlight a really interesting thought or analysis of Nahuatl is not a language that lends itself very well to abstract concepts. So you can't say, like in English, you can say a hand, right? So you have an infinitive of a hand, but in Nahuatl, you can't say my opinion. It has to be somebody's hand. So it can't be abstract. And from a poetic perspective, this is a really interesting situation because the only device that you're left to create abstractness of it, or the simulation of abstractness, is the metaphor. So Nahuatl is very, very rich in their use of metaphor because it's the only way that they can get close to expressing abstract concepts.
That's an awesome thing. I didn't really know that. Like as a pocho myself, I'm still trying to connect with those aspects of my culture and everything. So I appreciate that lesson a lot, and yeah, I'm down to go check all those things out. That's great. Thank you.
I will keep everybody up to date, and then hopefully folks will so that's the other part of this is that we come from multi-century line of people who've been doing poetry. Being a poet in Mesoamerica was a required skill. It wasn't an option. If you were not a good poet, you just really suck. So a lot of you guys are already in a good school.
That's awesome. I like it. Thank you. The social smoke always coming through, man. I'm glad. I'm glad when you can. I'm gonna come up with your theme song with using the next time. But yeah, that's awesome stuff. I had something, but I kind of forgot along the way. But you know what? Let's just keep going. And then I've mentioned it before, but if you guys don't know, we usually do have kind of like a quote unquote after party. So once everyone's read and it's not too late, sometimes it can end early, as long as I don't MC too much. But I encourage you guys to hang around so we can have more conversations that discuss things like that. And it's always fun, and because sometimes it helps to not have the show, the live stream part, just have us casually talking. I think it's helpful and it's important too. And I appreciate getting to connect with you guys on that level as well. So just want to throw that out there. So next up, we're going to go ahead and just keep going. We're going to go from LA back to El Chuco. El Paso, we got one of our favorites, one of my favorites, always coming with that style of something old, something new, something borrowed, and always blue. That's right. Coming with the awesome background, we got Lee MS, or as Kit likes to say, MV Lee. Our MVP, MV Lee. What's up? How you doing, Lee?
Hey, Richie. Good. You? Hanging in there?
yeah, I'm doing my thing. Am I going too hard on my intros?
No, you're doing
good one. Okay.
So as you said, I have something old, something new, something borrowed. So I'm going to start with the something old. This is called I Set Ablaze, Le Prendí Fuego. First, the English version, second, the Spanish version. I set ablaze the staircase of my first memory, a spiral of self-doubt, vivid and always dancing in the back of my head when I hear my mother tongue closely followed by a brown, worn-down couch and a stuffed toy filled with hatred. I ignite the memory of a lock and key, lost long ago, perhaps at the hands of the one with the fingers running circles between my legs. Back then, I had felt the fires rising through my stomach, churning my insides, and I felt the heat arising through my throat. I spit out a storm right after, the familiar burning of shame crawling through my skin, hushed nothings of my worthlessness. I set ablaze my room, a canopy bed, ballerinas, looking into my core while dancing onto the walls. I learned to hide here, sometimes against my will, and I set myself ablaze, the parts of who I was that I can no longer claim, hidden long ago behind closet doors. I fucked up oh so many times, learned to fix messes with the skin of my fists tracing the walls, and biting back tears and words I never learned to let go of. From the ashes of my childhood, I hope to regrow into someone else. Then the Spanish version. Le prendí fuego a las escaleras de mi primera memoria. Una espiral de duda vívida y dándole vueltas a mi cabeza siempre que escucho mi lengua madre, seguida de un sillón café viejo y un peluche lleno de odio. Encendí la memoria de un candado y sus llaves, perdidos hace mucho tiempo atrás, posiblemente en las manos de aquel con los dedos acariciando mi entrepierna. En ese entonces sentí el nacer de las llamas escociendo mi estómago, agitando mis adentros y sentí el calor surgiendo de mi garganta. Escupí toda una tormenta momentos después, la quemazón familiar de la vergüenza raptándome la piel, susurrando en mi silencio lo poco que valía. Le prendí fuego a mi cuarto, las cortinas transparentes de una cama con dosel, bailarinas danzantes sobre mis paredes, penetrando con sus miradas mis entrañas. Aprendí a esconderme aquí, a veces contra mi voluntad. Y me ardí yo, las partes de quien era y que ya no puedo reclamar, escondidas hace ya tiempo detrás del ropero. He echado a perder todo tantas veces, aprendido a arreglar el caos con la piel de mis puños contra paredes y escondiendo lágrimas, tragando palabras que nunca he dejado ir. De las cenizas de mi infancia, espero crecer alguien nuevo. So that was something old. And I have something new. Here we go. This is called Es mía la ira y sus colores, or it's mine, this anger and its colors. I think that will be the translation. So here it goes. I refuse to be defined by the love I give to the one standing behind the mirror, to the strange silhouette covered in glitter staring back at me, sometimes laughing, sometimes crying, always angry. Undefined by love gifted, undefined by love refused. Let it be known it is this rage that marks the colors of my fists, and the sorrow embedded into my eyes that pushes down tears only when I am alone. And I love the kaleidoscope held within me, and so far from prying eyes, defined by me and only me, mine. I am mine, only mine. And the Spanish version. Me rehúso a ser definido por el amor que demuestro a aquel ser tras el espejo, la extraña silueta deslumbrada que sigue mis pasos, a veces sonriente, agobiante, siempre enojado. Indefinida por el amor que doy, indefinida por el amor que rehúso. Que se sepa que es mi propia ira la que ha pintado mis puños y es mi pesar incrustado en mis ojos el que empuja mis lágrimas cada vez que estoy solo. Y amo este caleidoscopio dentro mío, tan lejos de indiscretas miradas y definido por mí, por solo yo. Mío, solo mío, solo mío. So that was something new. And finally, this is a translation. I think I already had said this one, but I really like it's hitting today. It's called Si Para Mil by Regina Jose Galindo. She's a Guatemalan performance artist, and I do like recommend checking out her stuff. Si Para Mil, for those who are not familiar, it's an antidepressant. So this is a poem about antidepressants. Seguiré aniquilándote cada día. Cada dosis será una bala, te penetrará la carne, romperá tus huesos, doblará tus ansias. Yo veré de cerca cómo gimes, cómo sangras, y con un poco de suerte te veré morir. Entonces abriré la boca, cerraré mis dientes y regalaré al mundo una sonrisa en memoria de mi difunta depresión. The translation: I will keep annihilating you every day. Every dose, a bullet that will pierce your flesh, break your bones, subdue your hungers. I will watch closely how you whimper, how you bleed, and with a little bit of luck, I will watch you die. Then I will open my mouth, close my teeth, and I will give the world a smile in memory of my late depression. And that's it.
Awesome. That was it, and that was everything. Hell yeah! I love the format you got rocking. You got a flow you got going on now, and it's working. I dig it, Lee.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Do you have your awesome chart with all your info on it around, or you're like, nah, it's too far?
No. Wait, we're actually remodeling, so I have no freaking idea where that is. But you can follow me on Instagram. I'll top it down the chat, and it's at cadáveres_literarios. If you cannot type that, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Lee Martinez Soto, and all my links are in my link tree attached in there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm looking at the list here, and I got to make sure. I think I mentioned. Let's see. It's hard. I'm used to using monitor, so I lose people and stuff in the chat. We have another first-time performer here. We have Rapne joining us from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. T or C. If you've never been, sometimes you drive through. But I'm gonna play some music today. Rapne. Let's see. Are you here with us? It's going great. Welcome. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I've had such a good time tonight. Like, I started out as a poet myself, from writing songs, and I've related to something everyone has said tonight. I've related to such a part of it. It's really touched me. It's a beautiful thing, and thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Appreciate that, man. Go ahead and do your thing. You got some music for us, huh?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, man. I know. Yeah. I take pride in my words a little bit too. I make everybody around me miserable trying to get them right. But this song's called "Paper Soul Dance." I watched you build it up until it erupted. The thing that brings back self-destruction. But I don't see your strategy working out too well for me. It's just not adding up. Well, all my troubles double when the kingdom started to fall. I struggle to articulate the meanness of it all. I don't sleep, not a wink. And there ain't no link in my dreams to the interim. Wish that I could dance nice and smooth to the black corner of the room, way out on the far side of the moon, where gravity's been removed, and release my paper soul so it can float to the unknown and go happily grooving with the tune. So I've been counting on my fingers what went wrong, but I keep coming up a couple short, a few numbers off. I don't believe your treasury should ever count so much on me. When I'm not adding up, that's when I found a treasure buried deep within my heart. Duplicated dreams orbit this galaxy of thought. Slaves no longer dancing to the sound coming out the box. It's just not adding up. Wish that I could dance nice and smooth to the black corner of the room, way out on the far side of the moon, where gravity's been removed, and release my paper soul so it can float to the unknown and go happily grooving with the tune. Dance, paper soul, dance. So your apology's a fable, sarcastic compliment. Started at amusement, talked to an argument. So get a grip on those lips. They so loose they just might slip. Sinking my spaceship. I wish that I could dance nice and smooth to the black corner of the room, way out on the far side of the moon, where gravity's been consumed, and release my paper soul so it can flow through the unknown and go happily grooving with the tune, and go happily moving with the groove. Dance, paper soul, dance.
Man, yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Thank you. Does it sound okay out there? It's kind of muffled in my headphones.
Sounds sweet.
No, thank you guys, man. I appreciate that a lot.
Lovely.
So I've been sitting here poring over this list on like what to do. That's my song list. So I don't know, like I want to play upbeat, but I want to play sad, and I want to play depressed and anger, and like I got all these emotions I want to put out there. So somebody holler something at me. Give me a mood. Richie, give me a mood.
Happy?
There you go. Happy. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. I was gonna go sad and Rufo, but yeah, let's go with happy.
Excellent. I love it. This song's called it's called Soul and Force. It's like a little fictional love story that I kind of wrote non-fictionally, if that makes any sense. It's called Soul and Force. She was a force to be with, the record the hottest of all things. The words that walked and hands that talked down the scorpion's deepest thing. And hard to decipher, a reminder there's a book on every page. And built inside, along for the ride, is a bird that guides away and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Or maybe come tomorrow, heartbeats to borrow time from another day and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Come tomorrow, heartbeat to borrow time from another day and singing la-dee, da-dee-day. She had a soul that's forced to soul and she spread it from within, where everything sparkled, everything shined like the galaxy in her hand. And so excited, so enticing, there's a book, every plan. Tucked inside, along for the ride is the bird that guides the way and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Or maybe come tomorrow, heartbeats to borrow time from another day and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Maybe come tomorrow, heartbeats to borrow time from another day and singing la-di-da-di-day. And so loyal are the lovers, binded to each other with every step they take. The ocean, desert, mountain, rivers, valleys, canyons, shade. So they settled down on some gypsy town, that's where they are today. And all the king's horses, all the king's men could never separate. No, all the queen's voices, all the queen's sins could never separate. No, never separate. Well, maybe come tomorrow, heartbeat tomorrow. Maybe come tomorrow, heartbeat tomorrow. Time from another day and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Maybe come tomorrow, heartbeat tomorrow. Time from another day and singing la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-di-da-di-day. Good God! come tomorrow, heartbeat tomorrow, maybe come tomorrow, heartbeats will borrow time from another day, singing la dee da la dee da dee, well la dee fucking da dee day. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's fun.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I
Thank you.
was leaving a comment how earlier you were messaging me and you were like, you know, I'm gonna play some chill songs, and now you're just doing all these riffs, like all
I
these
got so many
runs.
songs. But thank you, man. I appreciate this. This is awesome. I needed this really badly. So.
Man, I'm glad you found it. So check it out. I saw a whole list of songs. So we're here every Monday. You should definitely come back and get through more of those.
I will definitely come back here, man. It's only my second time I've done an online show, so I'm still a little nervous. Like, I played shows since I was 16 years old in front of people. You know, but like
it's very different, right? It's like an abstract audience almost.
Absolutely. But I'm having a blast, man. Thanks again so much.
Cool. And I saw you have a YouTube channel. Like, how can we connect and see your music?
On my YouTube is Rotnae, which is Rotnae. It's kind of like a native way of taking a spin on the name Rodney. A friend of mine gave it to me when I first moved out here 6 years ago. I'm from Virginia originally, but I came out here. So anyway, it's Rotnae. It's Rotnae, 8 1/3, and it's a little hidden dark humor there behind that. But you can find me at Rotnae 8 1/3 on YouTube for sure. I'm still working on the Twitter and all that other stuff. I'm not doing all that right now, but I'm getting there.
It's awesome, man. Yeah. I look forward to and definitely come back. We love to hear more of those songs. Like, I want to hear the angry ones. I want to hear the perplexed ones. Like, I'm just
awesome, man.
What are some complicated emotions? Let's throw them out there and we can write prompts around them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks again, man. I appreciate it. I had a blast.
Cool. Thank you, Rodney. Sweet, man. Now I'm just trying to think what are some super complicated emotions we can throw out there? Discombobulated. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So discombobulated sometimes. It's a good word. It's a good word too. It's fun to throw in a song. Okay. Anyway, let's see where we're going. Oh yeah. Okay. We're going to go to Chicago. You heard him a little mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show. Many of us affectionately refer to him as UBC, but it's the urban cowboy poet once again on the stage. Welcome back, my friend. How are you? How are you doing today?
I'm okay. I live in Cleveland, not Chicago.
My bad. Yeah, I read that wrong. It's monitors are killing me. Cleveland, joining us from Cleveland.
But today I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay, awesome, man. And you're also in front of Grass.
Yeah, I'm visiting my first ever grandchild who was born in November. My little grandson.
Congrats.
People are doing angry. You talk about angry. I said, I have an angry legend. I performed it maybe once live years ago and never online. So I'm going to do an angry legend. And I didn't know if I remember it, and it wasn't on this computer. So I actually rewrote it right now while I was watching the show. Eaten crow. Back when our land was greatly depressed and the soup lines were drawing herds, the state of Washington, in its wisdom, decided to track wild birds. When the average Joe could not recall when was the last time he ate, the Washington Biological Survey sought to find out how crows migrate. They wanted to know how long birds live, where they fly, and what they eat. So they strapped metal ID bracelets around their little feet. Citizens who caught a bird were urged to forget their strife and notify the State Department of Fish and Wildlife. They mentioned a survey on their tags. They thought that was important. But the name was too long to fit on the band. They had to shorten it. They used 4-letter abbreviations, but it seems one were misspelled. The wash and serve were transcribed all right, but in the middle was BOIL. Campers and hunters were shooting these birds and reading their little labels. They thought they found a whole new source of victuals for their tables. Farmers' crops were dwindling and their wastelands getting thinner. With the crows, they caught stealing corn, really good to cook for dinner. Angry letters to the state began, "You've got some nerve. Tell a hungry man who caught a bird to wash, boil, and serve." We caught a couple ravens and crows. Their feathers were hard to pluck. We followed your label and tasted them. Well, I can tell you, they suck. You also tagged some larger birds. We caught them in a trap. But bald eagle made us puke. Buzzard tastes like crap. We'll stuff them down your bureaucratic throats like you deserve. It's telling a starving populace to wash, boil, and serve. Thank you. Now, I'm still here.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
I wasn't going to do a sad one, but I did angry. I could do a sad one or a happy one. We're choosing moods today.
I don't know. Let's see what the chat says. Type in the chat really quick. Let's see what the majority of people write down. Sad or happy? Happy. Okay, we got one happy. Happy. Okay. Flip it. Happy. Okay, we got like 3 happies right off the bat, so we got to go with that.
Save the sad one for later. It's really sad. I can pin myself. All right. I like to stand up. Dead might not be dead when it comes to old Walt Disney. He's the guy that invented imagination, isn't he? Cancer had destroyed his lung. It seemed his time was ended, but this man of vision had a plan to get his life extended. Uncle Walt had himself froze in 1966. The idea to suspend his life till science found a fix. He'd hibernate till doctors made a cure for his lung cancer. He still directs the family business through a necromancer. Disneyland is the location of his cryonic birth. There ain't no better sight to chill than the happiest place on earth. He told his family, "Don't you fret, because I got this all planned. They'll find a cure, then wake me up in Tomorrowland. Under Pirates of the Caribbean is where I want to be. Yo ho, a second life for me. I don't care how long it takes until I see the light. I'll have a nice long snooze like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White." When I went to that there magic kingdom with my grandson, I met Walt's ghost wandering around the haunted mansion. He told me how his body wound up down below in deep freeze. I encouraged innovation. My employees aimed to please. One pinned a suggestion on a corkboard with a thumbtack. That's how we began the plan to Imagineer my comeback. Walt said, I still bring joy to modern boys and girls. And just like the song, I want to be part of your world. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow waiting at the end of every day. And I am still a kid at heart, and I still want to play. When I'm reborn, I just might find myself a new young wife. It'll be part of that there circle, the circle of life. If Walt Disney does return, is it a miracle of cryonics or just the whole world being fooled by Disney animatronics? Get ready when they thaw him out if you want to see old Walt. They'll release him for a couple of years, then it's back in the Disney vault. Thank you.
All right. Awesome, man. Thank you. Cool. Urban cowboy poet. Tell us where we can find you online and all that stuff. I know you got your YouTube, right, as well?
YouTube and Facebook. Can you read that? Oh,
it's hidden in the grass. There you go. Urban cowboy poetry. Awesome, man. There you go. I love it. Also got the email on there, and also feel free, guys, to share your if you got like Cash App or PayPal and all that info as well. It doesn't hurt. Anyway, awesome stuff, man. I think I mentioned last time, but like your performance had inspired this idea of wanting to go on a camping trip. I think it'd be the coolest thing is just to go out into the woods, do a little campfire. Someone bring out acoustic guitar, spit some poetry, take some peyote.
Don't eat crow though.
No. Yeah, and then last time people were also like, let's go to the beach instead. So now we're already planning our vacations or like our meetups for the future. It'd be really cool. All right, thanks, man.
Sure.
Let me get back to the list here. So we have cool Mike Adam. Let's see. Oh yeah, awesome. Today and so next up was our very first Zoom attendee. He was here super early, super excited, coming from Storm Lake, Iowa. You guys all know him. He has a super secret chapbook waiting in the wings. You can't say the name. It's a secret. You have to go to the event to hear more about it. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Matthew Marroquin up next. Matthew, what's up, my friend?
¿Qué pasa? Hey, it's not because I don't have a name either, like Denise. No, straight up, I just don't want to say the name yet. Not yet. I'll let y'all know the name when it gets closer. You know, same thing with the poetry in it. I haven't read any. I think I've read 3 of the poems at open mics ever out of the entire thing. The rest totally unheard of on the any space. So yeah, it's all low key and makes you want to read it more. Okay, got 2 for y'all. Okay, first one I titled "Skin Production." It's hard being a factory worker during a snowstorm. Workers show up every day, for that is how they were raised. The snowstorm never stops, but one may tell you where it started. Water brought from foreign lands, crystallized, frozen through their greed. Now the snowstorm consumes this land that was once owned by the factory workers, all in one blasting drift. My factory body sits in snowstorm classrooms. This factory produces melanin at a rate faster than water freezes. They wish to buy from the knowledge of my factory, or the knowledge of my factory's inner workings, steal the blueprints, break the workers' union. I hold fast and share only what I think they may understand, but I also think most of it gets caught amongst the drifts. It's hard being a factory during a snowstorm. You expect to see another factory in the distance across classroom valleys, but all you see is white. All right, that's the first one. These are both like brand new. So like I wrote them the last like yesterday, I think. So new shit. Oh yeah. This next one, I'm not sure about this title, but the current title is The Nightmare During Never Ending Christmas. Or Never Ending, yeah. Yeah, not sure about this title, yeah. Good is my 3rd grade Halloween costume that floats around my body, never fitting quite right as it drags against green grass knives. Good is 8 years old and 4 feet, full of Salem sins that tattoos children's eyes with the 8th commandment in witch's blood. Good is lighthouse rays on foggy nights that prick wooden ships and whaleskin alike. Good is a Midwest cornstalk that is expected to sprout knee-high by the 4th of July each year when questions are asked. You know how many times I have to say good in a day? How are you? Good. How's your day been? Good. How are you holding up? Good. I've heard what happened. Are you okay? I'm good. Hey, you'll get through this. Good. Good. The second I answer wrong in life's game of Jeopardy, dandelions stain bones show and the pupils retreat back to safety. Hello, how are you feeling? I feel bad. Oh, that's no good. They got my tongue chained and keyed so damn good that semantic satiation, where one says a word so much it loses its meaning, bleeds from my clenched teeth. How many times must I say good for good to lose all its meaning? Good, 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 good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I swear I'm good, I'm good, good. I am good. Has it lost its meaning to you yet? It's lost its meaning to me a long time ago. Good just ain't good enough. No, I'm not okay. I am bad. I am not good. Acting may be my All Hallows Eve passion, but that's just one night a year where I put on a mask, costume, and all and act as someone else. It's just one night. Let me be myself for all the others. Let me be not good. Thank you.
God damn it, what? Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Matthew, yes. Sorry, Richie. Yes.
Let me be myself for all the others, bro. Dude, love it, man. Yo, so you're reading on Saturday, red or green books? Please.
Oh yeah, red or green books. You got to go out there. 2 o'clock Eastern time. It's like 1 o'clock for me, Central Standard Time. Whatever it is for Mountain Time, probably like 1. Be there because then you can actually hear a poem. Poems I've never read before on the open mic scene or any scene other than to myself when I was like editing through it. So you want to be there for like the sneak peek and the grand opening.
There you go. Love it. I love it, man. That's seriously quite impressive, honestly. Awesome. So last thing, your social media, man, people want to follow you, catch up with your work.
Matthew Marroquin on Facebook or Vida, VIDA _ Marroquin. You can see it right there. Ya tú sabes. You already got it.
There you go. There you go. Awesome, man. Love the energy as always too, man. So some of you guys are like contagious with that good energy. It helps. It does help. Absolutely, man. So thank you, Matthew. Whew. Good night. We're running. We're going at it. We're going, and we're not gonna have a 4-hour show, but we're getting hella awesome poems and performances either way. That's what's up. So check it out. Next up on the list. Let me pull it up. Oh, okay. All right. You guys know what's up, Mr. As we like to say, Mr. Monday Night. We're making that a thing now. He's gonna change it up and read a little something about the 1966 Texas West the college basketball team. If you guys don't know, you're about to know. Let's go and welcome Kit to the stage. Kit, take it away, man.
Thank you, Richie. And thanks to everyone who read before me. Thanks to our young friend from the heartland of America who's soon to be published. That was some good stuff. I'm glad I'm not reading poetry because that's a hard act to follow. Instead, a lot of people come to me and say, Kit, you're a smart guy. Why do you like sports so much? And I tell them, go to hell. And, but yes, we're coming up on an anniversary of local and historic importance because Friday, March 19th is going to be the 55th double nickels anniversary of Texas Western / UTEP's lone basketball title in its history. When Coach Don Haskins rolled the ball out to Bobby Joe Hill, David Lattin, Orson Arnis, Willie Worsley, and Harry Flournoy, he made history because he was sending out the first all-black starting 5 in the history of the NCAA basketball title. Those 5, along with 2 subs, Willie Cager and Neville Shedd, also black, defeated the University of Kentucky, who used an all-white lineup coached by Adolph Rupp. Haskins himself, while he was alive, wasn't really comfortable casting himself as a hero. UTEP's policy of recruiting black players was already in place when he was hired. So in his opinion, he was only sending out his best players. He wasn't making a grand statement. And I don't want to call a dead man wrong. It seems impolite, but that's not how breaking barriers in race works. It was enough in this case for him to not join in the wall-to-wall chorus of claims of the superiority of the white athlete. A well-placed silence is just as good as a statement, and often much more jarring in this world of incessant clattering teeth. Something as unassuming as Haskins' statement that those 7 players were the best on his team takes on new dimensions because of his opposition of Adolph Rupp's Kentucky. Now, holding Rupp's first name against him isn't quite fair because that was just another name when he was born in 1901. But for those of us that find connections in all things, that's an easy place to start from. Rupp was a nasty, vicious, unapologetic racist who claimed in a pregame interview that Texas Western's players got their athleticism from chasing zebras as kids. He called them escaped convicts. He repeatedly said that David Lattin, who had transferred from the HBCU Tennessee State, Rupp kept saying that Lattin had actually transferred from Tennessee State Prison rather than Tennessee State University. And UTEP was ahead at the half, and according to Sports Illustrated's Frank Defford, Rupp told Kentucky that they better not lose to these coons. They did. Texas Western won, and even after the loss, Rupp still did not recruit a black player until 1970, which was well after every other coach in the SEC had given in. And his last starting lineup in 1972 was the same as his first, all white. After his retirement, Rupp spent most of the rest of his life attempting to undermine UTEP's achievement. Rupp continued to refer to that team as, quote, a bunch of crooks. He falsely claimed that UTEP had been put on probation for fielding ineligible players. I want to emphasize that's not true. He continued to tell his canard about where David Lattin transferred from. Rupp's status as a legend ensured that people that didn't really investigate it believed him. The author James Michener carried water for Rupp and called the game, quote, one of the most wretched stories in the history of sports. In Michener's retelling, part of his useless 800-page doorstopper, Sports in America, the players of Texas Western got perverted somehow into hired guns, thoughtless mercenaries who were just in it for the sake of a title. Never mind that coming to El Paso for a title is like coming to El Paso for the skiing. Never mind that 4 of those 7 players got their degree on time. No one in that Kentucky team had their degree even 10 years later. Michener called the Texas Western players thugs. Never mind that there was only one fight all season, and that player was suspended by Haskins and that's why Nevin Shedd came off the bench instead of starting. Michener said that UTEP was undisciplined and unformed and were, quote, sent out to muscle the ball away and throw it at the bucket until it went in. That just sounds like basketball to me. Suddenly rebounding and scoring are now unsportsmanlike. And Haskins started as an assistant under the great Hank Eba. He was more than capable of teaching the fundamentals of the game. And this is a game that we still need to replay in people's minds every year to combat the lies of Rupp and the witless recitation of Michener. 2016 was the 50th anniversary, and so there were banners all over UTEP's campus. Local media brought people's eyes back to that game, but in an unsettling twist, the game was put under a strange kind of soft focus. There was a 30-second TV spot which compared Haskins starting 5 black players to the triumph of the automobile over the horse and buggy, or to television outlasting its critics, casting black equality as a technological achievement of some kind and not an overdue acknowledgement of dignity. This comparison is really distressing coming from an ad meant in celebration. Why are we softening the nature of what was achieved? Who are we trying to reassure? Don Haskins was not defying conventional wisdom when he played 7 black players. He was defying racism. This wasn't some Moneyball strategic gambit. People in College Park, Maryland weren't waving the Confederate flag at Texas Western because they thought that black players were an annoying fad, like the hula hoop. These men were not televisions. They were not the Model T. They were men, and they had the temerity to conduct themselves as men, ignoring all the insults and questions about their skin color, because when everyone around you is talking nonsense, a well-placed silence is the same thing as a scream.
Yeah, man.
Just so we're not too barbaric, I do have a cover poem ready. If that wasn't too long, hang on, let me check my timer because it was important. Oh, I never turned the timer on. Never mind.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, well, I'll do real quick one of my favorite poems, One Art by Elizabeth Bishop. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day. Accept the fluster of lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice losing farther, losing faster, places and names, and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch. And look, my last or next to last of 3 loved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones and vaster. Some realms I owned, 2 rivers, a continent. I missed them. But it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, a gesture I love. I shan't have lied. It's evident the art of losing's not too hard to master. Though it may look like, write it, like disaster.
Hell yeah, man. I love that poem a lot, man. I'm glad you have it down too. Dig it. Yo, so you have that essay posted, I believe, right? You can check, people can read that and catch more of your sports writing and all that.
Yeah, that's on the Facebook page that's kind of on mothballs right now. But I'll repost it properly on the anniversary because I made a few edits. But so look for that on Friday. But also other places you can get at me. Instagram at Kit Ran Away, Twitter at Kit Talk Sports, which probably makes a little more sense to you after tonight. Before it was kind of jarring, but now it makes perfect sense. Ko-fi.com/KitRen. Don't worry about that till like September. You can add me on Facebook if you want. If you don't, that's cool too. We're cool. Everyone's cool. My PayPal's connected to my email if you want to drop something in the tip jar. Or if you just want to talk, that's my email.
Right on, man. Hell yeah. Thanks for sharing that story. You know, it was definitely really cool getting to attend UTEP and have part of that history. When I was an undergrad, I was in the marching band and the pep band, and so we got to play at the basketball games, and that was around the time when the movie came out, Glory Road, based on that story. So yeah. If you guys aren't familiar with the story, that's one of the best things about sports is the storytelling, that you can get out of it. So thanks for sharing that, Kit. All right. Let's see. Who do we have next? Oh, of course. You know what time it is, guys. It's Patty time. I don't know. So Patty is in the house, right? Let me see. Let me find you here. As always, wonderful to have. Oh, you're hiding there in the darkness. Okay. I was looking different background. How you doing today, Patty? What's up?
Hi, good and yourself?
Yeah, I'm excellent. I kind of see you there. Cool. Yeah.
I'm a wet cat today, so.
Awesome. Yo, work your magic. Do your thing.
All right. First piece. How is it that I appear single when I've been in a relationship all this time? The weight of her burdens makes the floorboards creak beneath the bed as my toes unravel from cringing at my bones. The smoke in my lungs is from each and every fire you burnt in my mind that still stays fuming, still stays scorching. And the palms of my hands have never stayed empty, not when you are the first entrance at every room. And the word goodbye has never been spoken from your lips, never known the backside of a moving curtain or the last cart of a train. You correct each dating profile to say he'll be entering a threesome, to say I'm currently involved. You wrinkle the fabrics of my clothes by never being proper, and I always make sure the size of my sweatshirt will fit you inside as well. You've taken my initials at a wedding I never attended and are the glass of whiskey I've never drank from. We've been going strong for more than 5 years now. You're the reason why I never reply with a smiley face, the reason why I lock locked doors at night. My friends never recognize me when I'm with you. They see the trembling, but the earth beneath them isn't rumbling. They see the lights on, which I don't even know where the switch is. You don't speak to strangers. You don't reply to friends who you see as strangers. Family is strangers. Every first potential date is a stranger. The mailman who I've known for years is a stranger. The woman in the mirror is a stranger. The Walmart greeter is strange, therefore a stranger. I am a stranger. I wonder if people know I am unavailable, available. That there's two of us already in this so-called relationship, and that threesomes aren't really that much fun when there'll always be the third wheel who never gains the spotlight. There's her and hers towels by the bathroom sink. And although I've never formally introduced you, you say you belong. Belong to a heartbeat that believes the faster it pounds, the more life there is in it. Belongs to thoughts with no sense mixed with the potion of never ending. How do you soar when gravity is the only law you taught me? You built roofs in outdoor places and filled pools where streets once lay. You are my favorite floaty with a punctured hull wheezing itself until deflation. Did I mention how unsingle you made me out to be? Our anniversary is within moments, and when I call to reserve a table, shall I put it under anxiety? And that's it.
Man, that's everything. What do you mean? That's it. Whew, Patty, making us beautiful. It's crazy. Yeah, you got the aesthetic mood down too.
Yeah.
As people are saying there, all you're missing is the glass of wine right there in your hand. But yes, thank you so much. Awesome, Patty. Tell us about your Patty_life Instagram.
All right, Patty's_poetic_life.
Dig it. I can't see the thumbs up, so you got to do another one now. No, you could do another one. Okay, I'm just kidding. Oh, that was quick thinking. All right, I love it. Man, Patty. Jesus, hold on, because I just don't want to go. Freaking amazing. I've loved hearing your poems. You're killing it. You're coming and killing it. Happy that you're part of this crew and this community. Just know that. Okay, cool. So let's see. We're gonna go from El Paso. Patty's in El Paso, by the way, guys. To Washington D.C. If you guys have been here, most of you guys already know him. It's Mr. Ed, Poetastic. He's got some poems for us as well. Let's go ahead and welcome him to the stage. Welcome, Ed. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me. And I had to say one little thing. Go team Poetastic! Woo! All right. I have a long piece and I have two short pieces. Hope you guys and girls enjoy. Okay, this is called Back in the Day. We were so small, legs didn't stay. Adults stand tall, the grass sway. Catchy trucks calls, pleasant time decays. Playing cool basketball, mixing the paints as clay. The playground brawls, the hydrate spray. Painting the blank walls, doing a little foul play. Hang out in malls, mumbling from essays, running the halls, feeling the empty lunch trays. Annoying graded recalls, harsh detention, but anyways. Crowded stinky stalls, imaginations going astray. Rough concrete falls, bright unforeseen birthdays. Homework a sneaky downfall. So-so days, not enough play. Drenched in the cold rainfalls, wishing the sun wouldn't stray. Instant home at nightfall, moving different ways, answering your folks' calls, hitting the comfortable hay, staying up trying to enjoy it all. Thank you. And I got one more piece. It's called Time After Time. Time after time, time is running sand. It could be honey or slime. Nobody can understand. It's not yours or mine. It's tiny, it can't expand. It doesn't follow the lines. Actually, let's think beforehand. It doesn't control us, just a sign. Cherish your memories, they're helping hands. Be present, get lost in the chimes before your time declines. Thank you. And here is a short piece about movies. Horror movies gives me fears. Sad movies gives me tears. Funny movies makes me snicker. Action movies make me a practitioner. Thriller movies make me a screamer. Suspension movies makes me a thinker. Romantic movies makes me a dreamer. A dramatic movies makes me a whisperer. Animated movies makes me a lover. A Disney movie makes me a smiler. Movies are magnificent gifts to the eyes. Come to theaters, enjoy the surprise. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that, man. And by the way, yeah, speaking of movies and the films, yeah, make some love. I want to hear you guys. Speaking of films.
Yes, poetastic.
Nice. Poetastic. Poet synthesis. That's one of my favorites. Poet synthesis. Because that's like an energy transfer. It's like when you bring it in, you take it in, and it makes you more powerful through poet synthesis.
Exactly. Mundo,
I love it.
my amigo. Woo! Poetless
Yeah.
is protested. Porrific. Woo!
Yeah, man. Get that word play on. Get it on. Also, shout out to Ed. He did submit his poems for Cinemike. Again, the deadline is this Friday. I'm going to try and put it together over the weekend. Or, as soon as I can to have it out by the end of the month. Again, Cinemike is our poetic mixtape. It's a different kind of project where it's just everyone sends in one poem based on a theme. And this month it's going to be based around the world of film. That is open to interpretation. So if you're not sure, message me. But pretty much anything's open. Even if you quote a line from a movie or reference a character, there's a lot of different ways you can take it. And if you have one and you still haven't read it and want to share a poem that's related to that, I can just maybe clip it and add it later. But yeah, Cinemike, it's gonna be really cool. I had a lot of fun doing the first one, but let's see, we're going. Oh, okay. So we have another first timer here, and I want to thank you for your patience. This is where I read Chicago from, because I was going through the list and I read Chicago, and it makes more sense now. But we have for the first time joining us, Kingston Nali. Kingston, hello. How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you. All right. So. So for Women's History Month, I've written a couple poems. I'm going to share this one. It's a short one about my favorite author, Toni Morrison. A name. I used it once, the obscure phrase seen in racist ads for soap. The words that white people would once spit at Black children, Black girls. I used those words in a poem in reference to myself. Took it to a workshop. People asked about my word choice. What does it mean? Good question. What did it mean? Its literal origin is from folklore all over. It's someone who is a sticky situation. At the time, my experiences of racism and discrimination would stick to my shoulders. I hated the way society perceived me. I hated myself, and I hate to say it, but living as a Black woman felt like I was a tar baby. It took reading a quote from my favorite author to reframe my view of Black femininity. Quote, tar baby is also a name that white people call Black children, Black girls, as I recall. At one time, a tar pit was a holy place, at least an important place, because tar was used to build things. It held together things like Moses's little boat and the pyramids. For me, tar baby came to mean the Black woman who can hold things together. My favorite author taught me so many facets of Black femininity, more so than the Black women in my life. In my family, I was expected to know femininity innately. The moment I found her novels, I escaped into the lives of Black women and girls, learned that Black femininity was more than a dress, a necklace, and crossing your legs. I understood why racism, cruelty, and trauma could make a Black girl want the bluest eyes. I thought about the psychological effects of slavery, a mother's sacrifice, a mercy. Her works of fiction had me thinking about Black history more than what I got from my family. This woman's words to me were holy. Quote, at some point in my life, the world's beauty becomes enough. You don't need to photograph, paint, or even remember it. It is enough. No record of it needs to be kept, and you don't need someone to share it with or tell it to. When it happens, that letting go, you let go because you can. Tar Baby, 1981, Toni Morrison. And I have one more poem. It's short. It's a contrapuntal poem. It's the first one I've ever tried. It's still a work in progress. I gotta wait. No, stay. Go for a smoke. How long? For life. Jailed by the feeling, only to happen upon needing ash to feed the next burr. Anger scratching at my corneas, blinding me. Fire engulfs my lungs, and that's okay. I am like a fire's motion, burnt out, splayed out, shell of a muscle car, only to abandon, to fade. I am out of fuel, on window sills, leaving a pathway ready to dive for a new growth to arrive. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. Oh, Kingston. Well, welcome to this open mic. I take it you've been to some of the others, huh?
Yeah.
Super cool. So a lot of us from this community are seeing you for the first time. Do you put your stuff online? How can we connect with you or support your work?
Yeah, well, one announcement I have is that I will be featured by the Word is Right, Marissa Prada's page on March 27th. I'll be putting a link to that in the chat. You can find me on Facebook at Kingston Nolly. You can friend me there. You can find me on Instagram. My IG is kingston.nolly. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. I dig it. Thank you so much for sharing today. And yeah, please come back. You always got something you want to try out, some new stuff, or just trying to work out, or maybe dust off. Like this is a space where a little bit more time to work on that. But thank you, Kingston.
Thank you.
And I gotta check. Yeah, Word is Right. Marissa keeps coming up, all her awesome events, and it's perfect because you know who's next. It's the MARISSA. Marissa on the mic, and she's ready to slay. Marissa, how you doing today?
What is up, everybody? Hey, Richie. Hey, everyone. Nice to see everyone tonight. I'm actually doing a cover for Trisha De Jesus. She sent me a poem to read because she cannot be here this evening. So I've actually decided just to read her poem, and that's it tonight. And I will definitely pop all of the social media handles in the chat if you would like to come and follow us. There is a whole bunch of stuff coming up. But I'm honored to represent our dear friend and fellow poet, Trisha. This is her poem. It is Untitled. I want to share a list of things I learned to do to get through the day when you are feeling beaten down. 1, get angry. When you are angry, you are motivated. When you are angry, you are focused. Shit gets done too. Find a project to channel all of that sudden rush of emotion and energy. It needs to go somewhere. It really doesn't care where. Bonus points if you guide it into something creative or productive. No judgment. If you decide to seethe and chain smoke instead, 3. Decide you're going to cut your hair off today. It took you 2 years to grow this long, and like Joe March and Little Women, it's your crowning glory, your one beauty. Fuck that. Lop it all off, find a YouTube video to guide you to snip away. You'll feel so much better afterward. Or maybe too numbed, too shocked to register how stupid you look for. Dance in the kitchen to really loud salsa music. Do a few crossbody leads and turns without a partner and realize that it's futile and repetitious and stopped abruptly. Then begin spinning continuously in circles until you are too dizzy to care 5. Somehow find your way to the couch or safely onto the cold kitchen tile and take a nap. A long one. A satisfying 4 to 6 hour long one. Points for finding a spot with a pillow and a blanket. No harsh words from the voices in your head if you curl up into a hard ball and shield your face from the afternoon sun. 6. Wake up ravenous. Raid the pantry. You haven't eaten it all today, but that shouldn't stop you from methodically munching on bag after bag of whatever salty sweet snack you can find in your cupboard. 7. Is there hard liquor anywhere in this fucking house? Let's do this. 8. Write a scathing poem. Read it aloud in different voices until it loses its vitriol and begins to make you laugh. Scrunch it up tight, in a tight little ball, tighter than the ball you armored yourself in earlier on the floor, tighter than that heavy ball forming in your belly. Now put that tiny little poem ball into your mouth and swallow it. No. Take it out. Pika on top of everything, you lovely disaster. No. Light one burner. Light one burner and light it instead. Just don't burn down your house in the process. 10 points for negatively warding for a negatively warding spell. Minus 20 points for a binding spell. No, wait, scratch that. Plus 40 points for a binding spell. 9. Scream your primal howl up to the moon. Smile. Shall we try to write once more? 10. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe again, blink. Blink, reconnect the rhythm of your breath with your heart's beats. Elongate your spine, tense. Release your spine and feel the rest of you release and submit to the ministrations of the universe. Whisper this into the ether and let it float. I will not be indebted to pain. Rage and hate will not accumulate interest. I have no more scores to settle with anyone because the world owes me no penitence. End poem.
Damn, it was killer.
That was
And
dope.
that's that piece.
That was Trisha's poem, y'all. She couldn't be here and she sent it to me and asked me to read it. So I pray I did it justice for her.
You read it with such ferocity. I can't wait to share it with her later.
Yay!
I love it. Hell yes.
Definitely come check us out, though. We have so much going on. Find me on Facebook. Come by The Word Is Right. Red or Green Books. I mean, this is our grand opening. Is going to be Saturday. All the poets, 10 poets are going to be here. It's freaking phenomenal. And we have a women's erotica Friday night, Richie, which I know is right up your alley. Not, but we have a women's erotica Friday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 14 poets, 10 minutes each. And we have a $1,000 cash slam in April, the first Saturday in April, 1,000 with a comma, $1,000 slam. So get your butts there. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Rally the troops. Gotta go check that out.
Word is right, Army.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Cool. All right. Yeah. Go check those out. I thought you were gonna add one of yours in there, but I'll share. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you. Plenty of events, as you guys heard. If you have, I mean, I think at this point most of us know it, so we gotta go. We gotta go check it out. Okay. So let me take a look at the list. Where is it? I lost it. Okay. All right. We have Domo in the house. She's coming with that Domo flow, her own TV show. Let's see. Are you still with us, Domo? Yeah. Okay. Let's get you up here, guys. You already know what's up. Ready to be entertained. Make some noise. Put your hands together. Cheer. All that good stuff for Domo Beth. Welcome once again to our Monday night open mic. How you doing, Domo?
She just put in the chat she wants to delay it. I just saw it.
Chat. Where do you go? Okay. Can
I
you go
last?
You're gonna have to fight Dan for it. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
I'll wait.
No. Domo,
that's the problem.
You can go last. Domo gets to go last today. That's fine. So check it out. All right, that's fine. That's cool. Khan showed up, hasn't signed up, so I have to ask really quick then. Let's see. You down? Khan?
Yeah, I could spit something right now.
Of course you can. You should. Not only you should. Definitely. Khan, take it away. Lovely.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all to all the poets ahead of me, everybody after me. Love y'all. This is called Grief. I need some water. Just 2.5 seconds. It is silent screams. Vocal cords restricted by your pride. It is going to the same bar, ordering the same drink, eyes low, no eye contact. Just focused on the next inebriation, something, anything but this anything, absolutely. It is silent stomps, muffled screams, thoughts of tearing this motherfucker down, this vision board down to the ground. How dare you? How could you? 4-letter word to you and yours. Mine is gone, gone, gone. It is daydreaming. Distant stares out of nowhere in the middle of conversation, in the middle of the street. I wonder what a forced fatality feels like. I wonder what you are doing. Sitting here, watching me rage, wage full-fledged war, then settle to pure, blissful, content admiration. I know you are happy. You are fucking gone, and I am writing about it like I told you I would. Our story takes and gives, dissipates my appetite. I hate you, and I still love you. It's an abrupt drop to the floor, jaw dropped, eyes rolled back, hand covering cracked tooth. I hit the floor, stand again, and release a malicious cackle I did not know I knew how to use. It is a chronic toothache in my chest. It is remembering to breathe. Damn. I am lightheaded. Breathing. Breathing. It is understanding wishes will not ever, ever, not ever come true, but at least I keep making them. That's the poem. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Oh, that was dope.
Yes, Poet Con. Yes. Slap the shit out of my car. Yes.
And that
Chronic toothache in my chest.
myself,
Jesus Christ.
that piece is in the book I am dropping with Red or Green Publishing with Miss Marissa. And I'm so excited to be able to plug myself like that. So woo woo. That's called Grief. And
That's
it's
what's
from
up.
my most latest project. Yes. Woo woo woo. Love y'all.
Awesome. Come on. Yo, drop the socials.
dope.
Again, you got new peeps here like that need to follow you. What do we got? I'm having a hard time keeping up. Like now there's the fishnet poet. Like I'm just gonna follow all of them.
Yes. Just follow me, man. As I follow y'all, I am too inspired to be still because I have amazing poet family that is pushing and reaching and striving, and I can't help but do the same along with them. So inspire me as I inspire you, babies. Yes.
I love it. Inspire me and you will be inspired. I like that a lot. Cool. Thank you, Eric. Poet Con. Quick question. How's the mic? I switched up the mic, so I don't know if it's too loud or how's the level on it?
You sound good.
Okay. Yeah. My monitoring's weird today, so I'm hearing it a lot louder than it actually is, and it's tripping me out. Anyway, yo. You guys are magic, speaking of inspiration. And inspiration comes from the Latin from breathe. And that's what I get to do on these Mondays and all of your events, as it gives me a chance to breathe and I use that not just literally, but obviously figuratively, and also as it's related to creation. We breathe in content, inspiration, and we breathe out our own work and we take it in and we put it out, and I love it. So I'm trying to find some new stuff to read, not new stuff, stuff I've never read here before. This is a really old one. It's called Show Don't Tell, and I don't know. See what you guys think. Let poetry be poetry. I explained to a room full of students unaware of their own potential. It's a torrential discourse on the source and divorce of common sense from education, that course which pours through seams of dreams left in shambles, the children left in rambles who've become adults. Let's call them left behind. Come on in if you're willing to listen. We won't have to tell the world that the moon is shining when we can tell them through the glint of light on broken glass. In the lunchroom, people come and go, speaking of who you have to know, as clumsy guitar chords are strummed in a chord in the air and transform into magical Louis Bonfa melodies in the hazy red-eye underbelly of our distant reality, just in time to see the futility in eternity. Whatever happened to a time when knowledge was power, when books were passports to the uncharted territories of passion and the imagination, to send that sensation of unsent incendiary letters into the better but unbent deflector sector of not so silent specters, because this is the kind of stuff that haunts you when people tend to look a lot more like shadows than they do people. It's feeble. Shut up and write. I have to remind myself. Right, edit, right, edit, right. Let's go. Oh man, that's why I don't perform that one, because I forgot it didn't have an ending. Okay, here's another one called "To Young Leaders," and this is one of my Hobbit references, because as I still need to write a poem for the Cinemic, and I have the first line in my head of this new poem I'm going to write. But it's like, I'm going to go the Matthew route. Like, I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to tune into the mixtape if I finish it. I don't know. I might not even finish my own project. But this has a little movie reference. At least one of them. You might get it. But this is a group poem I wrote way back. I kind of edited for my own stuff. To young leaders. Let your mind be a sponge to soak up endless stories and songs, because the future belongs to those who are curious and creative. So be curious and creative, but most of all, listen. Step 1, be you, so much so that the world will have no other choice. So much so that the world cannot contain your uniqueness unless it doubles, no, triples in size. Shake mountains with your melody, so much so. Let's see. Sorry, man, this was a shake. This is a rusty one. Shake mountains with your melody. Enjoy every song of yourself from crescendo to crescendo, so much so that others will have no other choice but to get you stuck in their heads. So much so that if you were in front of Picasso, he would tell you, I can't paint you. You're so weird. Or better yet, I painted you perfectly because you're so weird. Don't be afraid to be alone. So when the time comes, and it will come, you will embrace your own thoughts and learn to be alone and spend your last dollar on an empty notebook. Embrace the mistakes of your most confusing years. Crumple it up into a ball of confusion. Bathe it in the fires of Mount Doom. And wear it as your armor. Step 2, be bold. Walk this world with footsteps like exclamation marks, shaped like lightning bolts, light as thunder. Let your march for justice be a booming thunder for those who are voiceless and cannot fight back. In solidarity with our Filipino brothers and sisters, we learned isang bagsak. When one falls, we all do. When one rises, we all do. You come for one, you come for all. So be bold and an army of one, unapologetic to your ideas, winding and grinding to reason and rhyme. Ask big questions so you can get big answers. Like mi abuelo, who wrote love songs about the border and worked hard every day of his life for the love of his family, who showed me how to experience the beauty of a moment and to the true meaning of lifelong friendships. To travel cross country and meet beautiful silver-tongued poets from silver cities who tell us to hold on and chase the sun, to go out, get dirty, stay up late, jump fences, sneak into buildings, create, meditate, set people on fire, figuratively. So be bold and take risks. Like that one time when I was a freshman in high school and everything I had ever learned from the movies was that one big romantic gesture. You know, the one where the guy frantically races to the airport to stop the girl and make a public declaration of love. Silly. Which is exactly what I did when I raced a truck without a license down to the El Paso International Airport with a collection of the very first poems and sketches I ever made, because I wanted her to have them when I caught her and I told her in front of her family that I thought she was spectacular. And in the vernacular of a choked up 15-year-old boy with misguided ideas of love, said our goodbyes. She told me she cried on her flight all the way to Oakland. And so did I. And for a while, I realized it was okay to cry, even if those tears run down your face and soak into the bone and provide those nutrients to help you grow into the person who you are and will be. So cultivate it. Step 3, be in love. Look that person in the morning mirror and tell them, you look good today. Take that time to listen to the heartbeat of a lover. Make sure to forget that time exists, especially when you're deep in each other's bodies and the wind is a howling giant along the border. Take that one angry, bitter person and disarm them with compassion. Don't waste your time on those nonsensical arguments that bring each other down, because the best way to stop bridges from burning is to let it all become water underneath. Take that love and compassion, wear it on your sleeve and make it your anthem. Be in love. Be in love with nature, with stories, with knowledge, with home, with your mind, with your body, with the world. To young leaders, here's the microphone. Come and take it. Damn, that's a longer one. That's a longer one.
That was a dope one, man. Shoot.
Thanks, man. I got choked up because I'm hearing myself like way too loud than I'd like to. But yeah, I got my Lord of the Rings reference in there. Bathing in the fire of Mount Doom.
Them all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
And the airport was what's that movie with the little kid that goes and sees the girl?
like every movie, I don't know. It's like a
Love
almost
Actually.
every- It's so dumb. I did do that. It was dumb and funny.
Few people would be brave enough to do that. You should be proud.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I got a lifelong friend from it, but freshman year, crazy, wild teen hormones, you know, and ideas. Anyway, it was fun to share that. I hate that I stumbled around, but hopefully I had enough time for our next performer to get ready. That was kind of the goal. And that next performer is, of course, the one, the only Manuel. I mean, Dan the Manual. Dan, are you ready? You're going to open up for Domo Beth today. Yeah? Dan. Maybe? There you are. You got to unmute, man.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry. Where's Damo? I thought she was supposed to be ready. I thought it'd be after Damo.
No, it's opposite today. So, yeah, dude, take it away, Dan. It's your thing.
Okay. I'll tell you what, can you do the intro again? Just go back to you on your spotlight. Good night, Lee.
Okay. I'm your puppet. Remember that oldie?
Oh, that was my jam. Your puppet.
That's my jam.
Okay, you ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Do the intro.
Sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Hold
Yes,
on.
do the
Wait.
intro.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were gonna do 18 with a bullet.
Oh yes. Some Pete Wingfield. 18 with a bullet. Okay. Dan is a performer, and he is up next. It is his turn to do his Dan the Man thing. He's been here every single week, nonstop, straight. And so if you haven't heard him, here he is. Here's Dan. Take it away, man. Dan the Man.
Hello. Okay, put me on spotlight. Hello, everybody. Click. Gotta make the screenshot. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, well, for all the first-time performers, nice to meet you all. And the rest, you guys did an amazing job. Appreciate it, as usual. And nice. That was a nice one, Richie. Thanks. Okay. We all know I'm going to do a little freestyling, but this time I think it's you all know it's this coming Wednesday's St. Patrick's Day. Look at the Irish. Yep. And I have this right here, and it says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." It's because I've been holding that for almost 2 decades now. It was given to my old friend, an old classmate back at Franklin High School. Her name is Morgan Hahn. Well, now Morgan Spencer now. I used to call her Morgie. Well, but anyway, okay. So, well, yeah, just like we say, just like we say, wear green this Thursday, or it's sorry about your damn luck. That's according to the Cowboy James Storm. He's a wrestler from Impact Wrestling, and yeah, he's a cool cat. I remember that. Okay, well, I'm gonna share some images. So hang on. Oh, Richie, I'm gonna share an image. So, okay. Okay, here we go. So just remember, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna call this the color green. All right. You know, like the grass is green. Yeah, besides lemon, there is lime. Yep. And okay. And yep. Let me show you the button I just put. Yep, there it is. Yeah, kiss me, I'm Irish. Yeah, that's I remember from back in the day how hold on a minute. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here we go. And the part where I did, it's called okay. And this is the button right here. Yep. Kiss me them Irish. So what you gotta do is wear green, or it's I'm getting to that. Whoops. Oh no, not that one. Hold on. What do you think? Yep, that is according to yep, the Cowboy James Storm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna read this. Okay. I'm gonna read this quick one. I'm gonna do a little freestyling on this one about the color green. It's the color green. Like saying the grass is green, lime is green, 1/3 of the traffic is green, besides red and yellow. Or like you see the trees, like in the forest, or like in the park, or like everywhere you see, or in your house. Yep. And you saw the green signs, like the street, or like you see in the freeway, the green signs. Or you are like a bug, like insects or grasshoppers. Yep. Or any kind of car, any kind of candy, any kind of drink, any kind of etc. Like spearmint or wintergreen. Yeah. And yeah. Any kind of green, or like the birthstone, emerald. That would be in May. Yeah, I would even if it was an emerald birthstone in March, that would be a good one. Yeah. Or like a bell pepper. Oh, not like banana peppers. Yeah. Or like green apples. Yeah. And we all know why we have to do is wear green. Yeah, like I said, St. Patrick's Day, like you wear green, or it's sorry about your damn luck. That's according to the Cowboy James Storm. Or you like wearing an extra like spearmint, that's green. Or like money, that's green. or like wearing a mint, or like a drink mint, or kind of low alcohol I see, but I don't drink. Oh, that is green. Or like listening to Dropkick Murphys, shipping up to Boston. Yeah. Well, yeah. Shit. Yeah, shipping off to Boston. Yeah, that's green. Well, any kind of green shirt or any kind of green stuff, like, or Yoda, he's green. Green. He is. Yeah. Yep. That's what Yoda is green. Yep. Or like Chris Tucker, like he's saying, "Are we green? Super green." Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. As we know, everything is green. Yep. Like the grass is green, lime, the traffic light go green, and yep, green light, grasshopper, money, forestry, drink, spearmint, wintergreen, etc. Yeah, and like any kind of color, any green. St. Patrick's Day this Wednesday. Yeah, you know what I mean. So just wear green or it's. Let me try this again. Yep. Sorry about your damn luck. Yep. That's according to wrestler. According to yep. That's according to wrestler. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that? Yeah, did anybody saw that one? Oh, let me try that again.
It's so fast, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Green.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, according to the Cowboy James Storm. He's a wrestler from Impact Wrestling. Okay, guys. So remember this coming St. Patrick's Day, wear just wear green, avoid getting pinched, avoid getting boing! You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's a part of wearing green. Gives me Irish. Yeah, that's an old friend just gave me that. It's been a long time. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, you guys wear green, Abraham. Please do. All right, you guys. Okay. So I'm gonna be working on St. Patrick's Day, and on tomorrow will be uploaded on Wednesday. And the Scenes of My Poetry Slam on St. Patrick's Day will be sometime this week or over the weekend, but I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, you guys. So you guys be careful. Has anybody seen my slideshow? Yeah, the BWOMS is featured in this. No? Anybody? Weird. Okay. All right, here it is. Read it and weep it. Okay, just follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Find Dan the Man's Weekly on YouTube. Subscribe it. Don't forget Facebook, my Facebook page. Excuse me. And yeah, Dan the Man's Weekly. Oh yeah, I forgot. Lucky Charms. Well, yeah, you can find a green hat. There's Lucky. Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. You guys have a happy St. Patrick's Day, and I will see you guys next Monday. All right. Yeah, but stay safe, everybody. All right, back to you, Richie.
That was dope.
Thank you.
Cool, man. You were very thorough.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Hell yeah. Awesome. Dan the Man's Weekly. Check it out on YouTube.
All right. Thanks, Richie. Appreciate it.
You get shout outs and everything. Get tagged.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
You,
appreciate that, man. Cool.
All right.
All right, cool. Okay, this is my Domo breath intro song. D to the O to the M to the O. Ready on your mind with my old good flow. D O O O. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Domo, you want to like end this open mic with an awesome exclamation mark of a performance? Yeah, you do. Welcome back.
So I was on a whole nother open mic, and that just you know me. I can never leave. So
Domo, where have you been?
I've been
You double
don't know if you guys
micer.
ever met Ray Ann, but Ray Ann is another amazing artist, and she has an open mic night on Mondays that I just found out about on Thursday. And so I was like, oh, I must go, because she like literally was like, Damo, please come, because I know I just met you and all, but we're best friends now. And I was like, yeah, okay. And so, so that's where I was. And then she, out of nowhere, she made me the host of that open mic. So that's what I was doing. And I was like, oh no. So, but I have some things for you guys. So, if this phone stays up, because I wasn't on my laptop like I normally am, and this feels weird and wrong, and I'm sorry. Okay. Wait, Richie, is it okay if I go on my laptop? Real like super duper fast?
Oh, like a switch? Yeah. If that's better
Because
for
there's
you,
no
for
original sound on my phone, and I don't want it to sound like Richie.
Okay, yeah. Do your thing. Yeah. That's cool. I'll spit something while you switch. Oh, that's
Well, I
super
already
quick. Never
switched.
mind.
You
Yeah.
gotta let me
Never
in.
mind. Let me in. No, you're in. Come on. You're already in. You already know that.
Right. And I'm gonna leave on my phone so that the audio doesn't act funny.
Okay, cool.
Leave. Hello, people of the universe. Turn on original sound. Do you hear me in original sound? I hope so.
Very original.
Man, I think I went through 3 picks today because I just can't find the other ones. So this is Dominique, being Dominique, and I'm gonna Dominique you guys out of this show. So here's the first song, and then here's the second. Or the second is a song poem. Yes, it's a song poem. Oh man, I feel so unprepared. I'm so sorry. There's so many papers. I'm just gonna not do what I was gonna do because clearly I can't do that. Clearly there's a lot of papers. All right. Okay. Breathe. Ready. Let's go. Okay. So this is a cover of a Bob Marley song called Could You Be Loved? And we're gonna find out if you guys can be. Okay. All right. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be loved? Don't let them fool you. Or even try to school you. We've got the mind of our own. Could you be loved and be loved? Don't let them change you or even rearrange you. We got a life to live. Oh, oh, oh. They say only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. Stay alive, eh? You ain't gonna miss your water until your well runs dry. No matter how you treat him, he'll never be satisfied. Say something. Say something, yeah. Could you be loved? Say something, Rasta, Rasta. Say something, reggae, reggae. Say something, Rasta, Rasta. Say something, reggae, reggae. Could you be loved? Say something. And I have to run to plug in my laptop. I want you guys to lose me like that.
Yo, this is high stakes.
My laptop's like, psych, you thought you were just gonna play that whole song. Okay. All right. I'm running. You got me running around my room. Okay. Now, for the last piece, and the one you've been waiting for, I hope. If I could find it. Okay. I'm sorry, like today just is like a crazy show of me being crazy. Okay. Breathing now. Breathing. If I don't, I will pass out. All right. Okay. Capo on the first fret. Pick that I keep next to my desk so I never lose my picks. And this is a poem about poetry. Okay. Starts with a song. Nope. You are so to me. You are so beautiful to me. Poetry. You're everything I hoped for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Your love is like showers, constantly dripping over me. You take me for miles and hours. I can't contain myself when you hold me. And that's poetry poem. And I'll do one more just for like the poops and giggles. And okay, this is a poem about kindness. It usually goes with a song. That's the song I couldn't find. So this is what you got. That's what you're getting. You better like it. Or try to. Okay. I wiped an ass today. A hole not planted between my cheeks. A butt that needed to be cleaned, to be cared for, to be loved by someone who could do it and not complain. What is kindness? Not having to tell whose ass it was. Just know I wore a glove, and I joked, and I made them laugh. Happy dance, that small goal of made it. Sure, left shoulder sometimes whispers dirty remarks like, don't try me, I'll make you wait. But why? Why let helpless cry prolong? When I grow, I hope old doesn't tempt neglect. Hope wet bed meets clean sheets. Pray my feet work at all times, in spite of not always using them to walk away from bad decisions. Sometimes living on a prayer is the only comfort I find in reality, the only kick, get back to work, or die trying, lying still in hopes life passes you by is not a life worth living. Dry eyes and feel emotions, let them pass if they don't comfort you. If you ask, I will answer, but remember, selfless isn't a label, but a trait you don't have to tell everybody. Just do it. Was the best motto ever made. I have a list that fades near both ends to prevent me from losing my blessings. To stop my lips from cursing and releasing misfortune, a UV rayed deed of good doings that were just because. Because love. Because shoe fits sometimes. Because I don't want them to. Because I pray someone does it for me, because kindness without cause unlocks every door to peace. Thank you.
Just because. Awesome. Yeah. That's a nice, really nice piece, and that's a perfect way to end the whole thing. But you muted yourself right away, and you're like,
I had to pull a Patty. I'm sorry. Just didn't want to
like,
say nothing crazy.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. No, I just, if people want to follow you online who are just seeing you, like, you know that
So
thing that we do.
You always are. That was everything.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You are welcome to see me on my many of too many social medias. If you follow me at creative LYTOMO Damo, creatively Damo on the Insta of Grams, you can find everything on my link tree. But if you don't follow that because you don't have an Instagram and you only have a face of the book, you can find me at the name below, Dominique Bethel, on my resume.
There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I'll have what she's having. Old school. Oh, another film reference. Anyway, I feel like you should close every open mic now. That was freaking amazing. But I do want to thank every single person who performed today. All of you guys who are here with us, give yourselves a round of applause and make that reverberate past your screen, out your doors, out your windows, so everyone hears it in the next city over, and it connects us visibly. You know what I'm saying? You guys earned it.
My
Always.
clapping
What's she doing in her room?
Oh, it's all over the world.
There you go.
Everyone said I enjoyed it.
Oh,
That was
beautiful.
awesome. Everyone did tonight.
Awesome, beautiful people. This is on YouTube, so if you guys want to check it out later, it will be there, and eventually at some point Kit is going to get those timestamps. If you guys are watching on this on the YouTube, follow these people. What are you doing? And buy the books. Spend a little bit of that extra money and support our artist friends and writers. For the online open mic, I'll see you guys next time for the live stream, at least, because we're going to hang out